This is number one bullshit.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Henry Solstice Studios of New York, Tony Ferguson versus, well, I don't think it's going to be Khabib. We got some MMA news on this coronavirus Monday with the MMA Holes. Yeah. Hi.
Well,
How's
you
it going,
ended
guys?
it so early.
I'm done with that. Listen, we got to get right to it tonight. We have to get right to it because
This is number one bullshit.
this is number one bullshit.
Yeah. No, you can't. It's not official. It's not official, Moss. You can't do that. It's not. It's against the rules.
Now, I brought this up as soon as Khabib went to Russia. I said I am fearful. I am very fearful that now it's a done deal. And then some people were saying, no, for special reasons. You know, they're going to bring Khabib out of Russia and he's going to fight. And it is looking like Khabib is going to be trapped in Russia. The fight doesn't look like it's going to take place in Russia. Super Insane at 10:13 p.m. December 4th, 2019 was gloating about Tony versus Khabib. I kept a note.
It's not canceled officially yet, Moss.
It is not going to happen.
Well, not according to Dana White, who just said today, I said this fight is going to go on, and it will.
You know why? Because it's not happening in April. It's not happening. Now, they might throw together UFC 249, and if Dana White is saying this fight is going to happen, it is not happening in April. It's not happening. And it's never going to happen, Jesse.
It's going to happen,
Never.
guys.
That's
Don't
it. I'm
sweat
done.
it. This is just good press. This is good press. This is a way to get everybody scared so that everybody gets way more excited about it when it happens. Don't worry.
That's it.
Everything's going to be okay.
It is not going to be
Okay.
okay, Jesse. The world is ending. Khabib and Tony, not going to happen. And it took a pandemic to make us realize that we should never watch this fight. I did a poll, Jesse.
Yeah.
And in the poll, you can see this. The people are speaking. I'm going to refresh this thing. It's actually it's insanely lopsided here. Should Tony Ferguson fight at UFC 249 in April, which Dana White says is a go? Was it the 18th? I mean, we're
Yes.
literally 18 days away from this thing.
Yes.
If so, who? Justin Gaethje with a yes, 19%. Dustin Poirier with a yes, 3%. Jorge Masvidal, 13% and a yes. And then 65% of the voters say no, wait for Khabib.
He doesn't have to wait because it's going to happen on April 18th, Moss. There's no waiting.
What?
I don't know what kind of poll that is. It's going to happen, all right?
You're
I don't know
saying,
what
wait.
you're getting your panties all up in a bunch for.
It's on the community section. You could put your votes in. We still have plenty of time. You're saying to me, let me straighten this out of my brain cells. You're saying that Tony's going to fight Khabib
Yes?
April 18th,
Yes?
2020.
Yes.
Not 2029.
No, sir.
2020.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain how this is going to happen?
I'll have Dana White explain it for you.
You know what? I don't buy it. Here's my solution before we get to Dana White.
Okay.
This is what should happen. Okay? As much as I want to see Tony versus Khabib, let's be honest, it's cursed. Okay? Let's all come to that conclusion. It's cursed. That's it.
Well,
there are some violent fights that we threw in front of your face, your eyeballs over here on the poll. Gaethje, Poirier, Masvidal, all would be great fights. Okay? Masvidal is the one to make. And let me explain why, Jesse. Let me make this very clear. I know they're saying Masvidal versus Usman. Usman's like, get ready, start cutting weight, yada, yada, yada. Masvidal versus Tony should be the one that happens, and it should happen at 170. And let me explain why. First off, you got that dopey BMF belt, correct? You got that stupid-ass BMF belt. Make it another dumb-ass BMF belt.
Yes.
People will eat that shit up. It is a violent, intense fight to watch.
That's ridiculous.
Make it at 170 because if Ferguson loses this fight,
then he loses nothing.
He can still fight Khabib. That's what you should do.
That's stupid.
Let the man fight. Let the man make some money. Do a dumb BMF fight. We get violence. We get a belt, quotations. And you don't ruin the chance for Khabib.
That's silly.
That's the fight to make.
That's ridiculous.
That is the fight to make. I am shocked and appalled by this audience given that 13%. I am appalled by this. This is unbelievable. Now, a lot of people are saying no way for Khabib. And the best part about this poll...
No way, Jorge.
The best part about this poll, Jesse, is they're not doing it because of fear of anyone getting sick from the coronavirus. They're doing this because they selfishly want to see this fight happening. It's not happening. How many times?
It'll happen.
How many times we gotta get all excited? It's the blue balls fight.
The first 4 were cursed, but the fifth time's the charm, Moss.
The 5th?
Yes.
Aw, super chat.
JT, what do you got, JT?
Long time no see, guys. Heart. Dana White owes 100K lol.
There you go.
Hola.
What's up, JT? Long time no see. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. What do we do? First of all, this card being put together in 18 days, I don't know how the hell they're going to do this.
What do you mean?
We don't even know who's fighting.
He's already been planning it, Dana White, so it's not like how are they going to do it? It's just where are they going to do it?
How, when, and where, why, what? How is it happening? I don't believe it anymore. I can't.
Super
You're
chat.
amongst the majority then.
There's no way UFC 249 can happen,
If
right?
Tony takes L at 170, Connor skips him 100%.
If Tony takes Masvidal, Connor skips him? No, that's not the case.
If Tony takes an L
Oh, if Tony takes an L
at 170
and Connor skips him? No, I don't think that's what happens. Because here's the deal. Connor does have to fight one more time before he gets Khabib. Let's be serious here. If Connor was if Connor was in the States or ready to be thrown into a card not locked down in Ireland, yeah, he probably would have slipped in his fight versus Tony. That probably would have happened. But he's over there in Ireland. Khabib is in Russia.
No, you know why? Because there's more in place for Connor right now. Like why would you throw Connor, even if Connor could do it, why would you throw him into the mix, risk him getting injured so that he can't fight Khabib, which we all know is
against
going
Tony?
to happen. Yeah.
Why would you throw Connor versus Tony in the mix?
Yeah, and risk Connor getting injured when we all know that the UFC is going to try and make money off of the Connor-Khabib rematch.
Connor versus Tony's fire.
Yes.
Like, how is
you're
that
right.
not like a fiery... Connor could fight my feces and make a shitload of money. Like,
no, you're right.
It doesn't matter who Connor fights.
But why risk Connor getting injured in a fight with Tony if Connor can wait and get that rematch the UFC wants to really make
Jesse,
money
I can
off
give you a gazillion reasons why Connor should fight Tony.
Okay.
First of all, it would be... If Connor fought Tony, UFC 249... well, I don't even know why we're talking about this because it can't even happen.
Right, but
if
if
he
it could.
did, it would be everyone and their mother would tune into this.
Yes.
Because there is no sports, and Conor McGregor is that universal superstar that everyone's going to watch. Everyone is going to tune into that.
Okay.
That's why it happens. But that's not going to happen. He's in Ireland. So
Okay.
take Conor and throw him out of the equation. Take Khabib and throw him out of the equation.
No, you can't throw Khabib out of the equation.
Why?
Because Russia still has certain circumstances in which you can travel. They haven't it's not like they have banned travel in and out of Russia, but there are still circumstances in which Russia is
Jesse,
allowing
this is a
people to
pandemic
travel.
here. This is a worldwide, a global
Yes,
pandemic.
right.
They are not saying, oh, UFC, okay, Khabib, risk your life and risk everyone else around you's lives.
They say under certain circumstances, people can travel.
You can
in and
mark
out of
my
Russia.
words. These Russians aren't that stupid.
Well,
They are not that stupid.
It's Putin.
It's not Vladimir stupid. It's not going to happen. Khabib ran to Russia to be with his family.
He didn't run.
He ran to Russia to be with his family.
I'll tell you the reason why.
Excuses. Ran away from El Kukui
yeah.
because he knew
right.
he was going to lose.
Okay, he didn't run. I actually have the article if you'd like
He
me
ran.
to read it to you. He didn't run.
He ran so fast his papaka almost fell off his head.
Told that the chances of the UFC 249 card happening in the USA were very unlikely. So he went to Russia under the assumption that it was not going to happen in the United States, assuming that it was going to happen in Abu Dhabi. But it didn't line up that way.
Why would anyone assume if he really wanted to fight, stay in the U.S., right?
He was told that it would probably not happen in the
Jesse,
U.S.
if he really wanted to fight, if Khabib really said, hey, it's worth me risking my life during a pandemic to fight.
He has no reason to run, guys.
No, he ran to be with his family, and he's afraid. The pandemic, the Kukui, he's afraid. Khabib ran. He shit on bus. What is going on? He fucking ran. He took his papaka, put it on his head, and fucking headed for the Dagestani hills.
You're so silly.
What is going on here?
He didn't run.
Khabib fans know. Everyone knows he ran from the Kukui.
Let me ask you a question. If you were out of the country right now, say you were in like Spain or Italy or something like that, and now the country that you're in is leading the world in the most coronavirus cases, and your family is back in the United States, would you not travel back to the United States?
He was scared, Jesse. That's why he ran of the coronavirus. Correct.
Not
and
of the fight.
Of Tony Ferguson.
You're so silly.
Equally scared of both. He's like,
ridiculous.
I might lose and get the coronavirus at the same time.
Not scared
I'm
of the
going
fight.
to Russia.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Listen, he's not stupid. He's like, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Roberto Hernandez.
Do you guys think Colby versus Jorge or Usman versus Jorge will save the fight?
What?
So, okay, Usman is throwing his name in the hat now, saying, listen, I want to fight Jorge Masvidal. Usman does not want to rematch Colby. He's scared. I mean, even though Usman beat Colby Covington, and I picked Usman, he don't want to play with that.
Yeah.
He wants to beat up on Jorge Masvidal because he knows he can beat him.
Yeah.
He will beat Masvidal. So he's saying, cut weight, let's go BMF.
And
he
all
wants that easy
beef.
W.
Yeah, all that beef going on at their gym too. Also, I have a story on this, by the way. That Colby said the reason why all this beef started with Joanna Jedrzejczyk is because he rejected her advances. I have a feeling she rejected his advances, and now she's upset that she and Jorge Masvidal are kind of like hanging out.
I don't even, honestly, I don't care.
I think that's the deal. And
I don't care if they fucked, if they didn't fuck.
No, but
I don't care.
I think that's why there's a beef between Colby and Jorge Masvidal and Colby and Joanna Jedrzejczyk now. It's because of that. So of course Colby wants to get into the octagon with Jorge Masvidal.
Jesse,
he wants to show him up.
When John Jones got the whole arrest thing, that happened. You dragged Holly home. Poor Holly, the preacher's daughter, in, and then had this weird ass love triangle. Now you're giving us this love triangle with Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes.
The one life to live?
No, it's not a love triangle with them. With them, I think, because Colby Covington said it himself. He said that Joanna Jedrzejczyk hates him because he rejected her advances. That's what he said.
Oh, I don't care about that. Let's talk about the fact that Tony Ferguson should fight Jorge Masvidal. That's the fight. Let's be serious. El Kukui is not getting any younger. He's what, 27, 28? Was he 28 years old? No, 28. Excuse me, 38 years old. How old is he? 37? Kukui?
I'll look for you.
What is he going to do? Keep on waiting around for Khabib? No. Let's get snap shit only. Let's get him in the cage and fight. Justin Gaethje would be a fun fight to watch, but I'm sorry. He's 36. Okay, so I'm making him older than he really has to be. Justin Gaethje would be a fantastic fight to watch, but let's be serious. Kukui will carve him up. He will carve him up.
No.
Let's have Jorge Masvidal in there.
Ridiculous.
And if Kukui does lose to Justin Gaethje, that is a risky fight that he did not have to
Jorge
take.
Masvidal. He would carve up Jorge Masvidal, you said?
Well, I think he beats both, to be honest. But if he loses to Jorge, there's less of a consequence. That's my logic here. I'm thinking of his future.
Sorry JBH, I did a quick poll in the comments section. 85% say Khabib ran after he saw the Tony workout video.
I mean, I would have ran too. I would have been
so
like, I'll take my chances with that coronavirus. Wait, that footage is dangerous. I need to get the hell out of here. Tony, I think Conor Justin Gaethje is the fight to make, right? So,
yeah, I agree.
So Justin, listen, hang out. Self-quarantine yourself. Wait for Red Panty Night. Fight Conor McGregor. Dustin Poirier, I think, would be a better fight versus Tony Ferguson, because even if he loses, Dustin's all up on the top over there. He just lost to Khabib. So it's not like he takes a big, L if he loses to Poirier. If you lose to Gaethje, I feel you drop more and your street value goes down. You lose to Jorge, you're probably going to be fighting at 170 anyway. You don't have to worry about, he still walks around about 200 pounds, so he has to cut.
But what if it's not
as much.
Pandemic.
Vlad.
A Middle Eastern oil billionaire offered the UFC $100 million to host the next Khabib fight in Dubai. Vladimir Putin with his 2000 IQ said, when that nigga get here, lock this motherfucker down. I think the fight will be done in Russia.
So he's thinking it's going to be done in Russia?
Saying, man,
and he is Russian, Vlad, so I have
For
to...
exceptional purposes, they would allow flights in and out. And
I don't see it.
And Khabib isn't good with Putin. He isn't good. So all Khabib has to do is go to the president of Russia and say, hey, listen, I have fight coming up.
Jesse.
I have fight coming up.
I hate to
Please
break it
allow
to you,
UFC fly in.
Jesse.
I have fight coming up. And then Putin goes, okay, Khabib. Okay.
How much do you think Khabib's worth?
Millions.
A lot of money. The last 2 fights, my man made some cash. That guy made so much money, he can fuck any goat he wants. Okay? Any goat. Pick of the litter. He can fuck any goat he can have sex with. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He does not need money, Khabib.
Yeah.
He's a king right now.
It's not about
in
money.
Dagestan.
So
here's the thing. He is not going to risk his life to fight. He went to Russia. He made a statement. He's not fighting. He's not fighting.
For one, Russia's definitely not leading the world in coronavirus cases, so that's not something you have to really
Jesse,
worry about.
I'm gonna make this very clear to you. I'm gonna clear your Khabib head right now. Khabib is a badass. He's the best 155er out there. He is the best 155er that ever existed inside the octagon. I'm gonna say it, okay? But he's not stupid. There's a pandemic. He went home to be with his family. He's like, I got more money than God, than Allah. I could fuck goat. I could do whatever. He could do whatever the fuck he wants, right? He goes to Russia. He hangs with his family. Why risk his life to fight Kukui in Russia? Who cares?
Is he really risking his life if he's doing it
Yes.
behind closed doors?
Anything
with,
that he is
nobody
doing.
there?
Yes. He is.
How?
Everyone needs to stay the fuck home. And Khabib is not stupid. I'm going home. He fucking ran to Russia and he's like, I'm done. Let the pandemic happen. I'm rich. What the fuck do I need? He's not dumb.
Russia. Wouldn't you want to be with your family in the middle of a global pandemic?
I'm telling you right now, Khabib is not fighting UFC 249.
Yes,
Hate to break it to you.
Yes, he is.
So now let's move on.
You're being silly.
Listen, I'm being logical here. Let's move on. Who's gonna fight at UFC 249? Is Jorge Masvidal gonna fight Usman, Jess? Is 249 even gonna happen, Jess?
Yeah, 249 will for sure happen.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's going to
there's no
happen.
doubt about it.
So now who is your main event?
Ferguson versus Khabib.
No, it should be Tony Ferguson versus Jorge Masvidal for a dumb BMF belt. Do that. You get a ton of views.
So now you're
Great
expecting
fight.
Ferguson to move up to 170 on this short notice.
He's not moving. Listen, Jorge
Or
Masvidal.
it would be what? Like, catch weight if Ferguson can't even get up to 170 within this. What is he going to do?
Get up.
Eat a
That
bunch
dude
of
walks-
eat a bunch of Twinkies and
What are you
get
talking
himself
about?
up to 170.
Tony Ferguson is probably around 180 right
But
now.
he's already been cutting weight in the assumption that he's taking a fight at 155.
You're telling me it doesn't make sense to have Tony Ferguson versus Jorge Masvidal since Khabib is shitting in Russia on bus?
No, because Khabib and Tony are going to fight at UFC 249.
What kind of delusional bullshit's going on right now? Let's see what the chat says.
Kolvik says, you heard Tony, you can run Kajina, but you ain't hiding from his ass whooping.
Tony's he's being pretty vocal.
Jesse James says Dana brought that Rona on us all by signing this fight again. Justin Jr. says he can easily rehydrate JBH. Mind Freak says Ferguson fought on tough as a welterweight. Sean Hart, Moss, Khabib. Oh, I missed it.
He
Sorry,
did.
man.
That is a correct statement.
Yeah, I figured that. Says bad luck. Roberto Lopez says I'm sold on BMF 2. Brian says no. Listen, Tony Ferguson's friend Masvidal is not happening. Can you read my message? Hold up. Well, consider yourself read.
If anything, if there was ever a time for that dumbass BMF belt to be here, I mean, you're talking real bad motherfucker, because not only are you risking your life inside the cage, but during a pandemic.
Oh,
that belt
God, you make
should
me wanna
have
vomit.
fucking, it should come with Purell. It should be
Stop.
made out of Purell, that belt. That's what it should be made out of.
Okay,
And then they put a Purell belt, a BMF Purell belt around the waist, or add a toilet paper, wrap toilet paper around it. I don't know. That's the fight that I think should happen.
You know what's going to happen, Moss?
Yeah.
Tony versus Khabib. You know why?
Okay, give it to me.
Because Dana White said so.
Oh.
According to MMA Fighting, the UFC 249 main event is in jeopardy, but Dana White is determined that the show must go on. With UFC lightweight champ Khabib Nurmagomedov stuck in Russia due to a travel ban because of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, his fight against Tony Ferguson may not happen on April 18th as scheduled. The UFC has already tapped Justin Gaethje as a potential replacement to face Ferguson on short notice, but nothing has been signed yet. Regardless of Nurmagomedov's participation or Gaethje stepping up to take on Ferguson, the UFC president promises that he's still going to put on a show in less than 3 weeks at time. Here's what he said. The challenges are that every time I get something figured out, I wake up the next day and the world has completely changed again. Everything that I work hard on the day before, me and my crew, has now fallen apart. It literally just happened to us again today. I woke up today and Khabib Nurmagomedov is in Russia, and they just shut down all travel in and out of Russia. I woke up this morning and the whole world fucking changed again. So back to the drawing board, and we're figuring this out right now as we're speaking right now. I have people working on this thing as we speak. Listen, I am absolutely fucking relentless, and I said that this fight is going to go on, and it will.
Okay, it will go on, and it will, but not at UFC 249. He never said it's going to happen at 249.
No, he's
Jesse
talking
Bell,
about UFC 249.
I'm telling you right now, you could mark my words that Khabib and Tony
He's talking about UFC 249.
is not going to happen at UFC 249. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Stop it.
But that's me right now. I am being the realistic one. I'm being the clear thought head. Now let's figure out who is Kukui going to fight, or is Kukui even going to fight? The guy is ready, right? He's been training. He's ready. Give him an opponent. Let's go.
God forbid, knock on wood, Khabib does not fight, which he will. So I'm not worried about it. But let's just go with your theory that he's not going to fight. Tony Ferguson would have to fight somebody that does not jeopardize his opportunity for that title contention down the road, because Ferguson Khabib has to happen. So Justin Gaethje's out because they want to do that versus Conor. Okay. Dustin Poirier is an option still that people are not really talking about that much, but we saw what Dustin Poirier did with Khabib, and it would be interesting to see Dustin Poirier with Tony Ferguson, because his name
It's a good fight.
is not really out of people's mouths. Like, he still offered himself up.
But here's the problem with that fight. Is it juicy? Is it juicy?
Not as juicy as Jorge Masvidal versus Tony Ferguson at 170, but here's where I see a problem. I understand what you're saying. You say go to 170, fight for the BMF. Tony has nothing to lose. So even if Tony does lose, which he wouldn't, but even if he did, you know, he's not losing that title contention at 155. I understand. I think it's ridiculous because people are still talking about Jorge Masvidal versus Usman, and that kind of wipes away any idea of that happening in the beginning part of the year with Usman if he fights Tony.
Kamaru Usman, I would love to see you defend your belt on UFC 249. I just don't want to see it as the main event. I don't. Like, if we're going to do a pandemic fight and Dana White's going to is saying I'm putting the best card together ever and all his feeding us all his bullshit, like, I want to see 2 title fights on there. I would love to see that. But now with Khabib not going to be able to defend his belt, you got Kukui hanging out, ready to fight. Who does he fight? It's got to be Masvidal. Is the fight going to happen? Is the card going to happen?
The card will happen.
How?
The card will happen.
I feel like an
they
Indian.
clearly already
How?
have a location set. So the card's going to happen. It's a matter of now who's on that card.
Where is this card that's happening in 18 days?
Chael Sonnen wouldn't even tell who they did their card or where they did their card for Underground. So
Yeah, but no one cares about submission
But
underground.
it's not about that. They're not telling people, because if this becomes public, if the publicity starts to kind of overflow where they're doing this, then
They're going to get
commission
chased
shuts
out.
it down. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. So is it inside or outside the country? What do you think?
I
US?
would argue that it's inside the country.
Okay. It's inside the country.
Yes.
At this
That would be the
point,
safest thing to do with who they have on the card and they have matchmakers working right now for people who are available in the country. So I would argue that it's in the country.
so if it's in the country, there's no possible way Khabib's fighting. You predicted that Khabib's going to fight.
I'm telling you, you missed what I said. Khabib Nurmagomedov has it in. He has a shoe in with Vladimir Putin. So all he has to do is go into Putin's office, Godfather Putin, and say, listen, I have fights in USA. And then what happens? Putin just ships him off. Like,
Khabib don't want to fight. He don't want to fight now.
No,
I think Khabib's a bad. Listen, as much as I'm joking around, I think Khabib is a complete badass.
Ali Abdelaziz
Jumping during a pandemic.
All right, pandemic.
Khabib went home to be with his family and his Russian model bidet bro. He can't live without the stream of vodka gently cleansing his ass. True question is, will his paprika be allowed through customs covered in corona?
That's true. That it's not paprika though.
Also,
what is it called?
why
Papa?
would
Pick that up. I think that's filled with corona. Like if anything can collect coronavirus, it's got to be this thing. It has all those little tentacles on it where it can just grab coronavirus.
Yeah.
He's
why
not fighting.
Why would Ali Abdelaziz, Khabib's manager, say that this whole Khabib is stuck in Russia thing is fake news?
I think Ali Abdelaziz is the coronavirus. He looks like the coronavirus.
That's a horrible
Nothing
thing
he
to say.
says you can ever listen to. I mean, this guy is just blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Vash.
Come on, get loud, MMA holes in the crowd.
Let's go.
Come on, get loud, MMA holes in the crowd. MMA holes in the crowd. MMA holes in the crowd. MMA holes in the crowd.
Social Vash.
Fook mother Russia will bend that bitch over backwards. Khabib ran like a bitch. The boogeyman coming for that chon chon little fucker.
He didn't run.
You know, listen, he did run, Jesse. Let's be honest here. Khabib ran.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say because you're a Conor nut hugger. So it's easy for you to be like, oh, Khabib ran because you don't like Khabib. Anyone who doesn't like Khabib is going to say he ran.
But did you
Just
hear
like
what I said
anyone
before?
who doesn't like Conor would say that he committed a terrorist act.
But did you hear what I said? I didn't think you got to clean. Everyone's got to clean their ears out because they're not listening to what I said. I said Khabib is not stupid. One, he doesn't want to fight with this whole pandemic thing going on. Two, he's afraid of Kukui.
He's not afraid.
So it's
of
not
him.
just completely afraid of Kukui. He's afraid of the coronavirus too. So he's afraid of both. So he's like, let me pretend that I'm afraid of the coronavirus.
Pandemic.
Let's face it. We've been waiting months if not years for this fight. It's Khabib versus Tony or bust. Jesse is smoking that hopium.
Thank you, Marky. What do you think, Jesse? You have
I
anything to say to
agree.
that?
It is Khabib versus Tony or bust. I don't think he's afraid of him. I think it's silly.
Would you be upset if Khabib actually hits social media and he's like,
He's not going to do that.
I'm scared of Kukui.
They're
Sorry,
all
I
about
cannot
pride
make
and honor.
UFC 249. I am scared of Kukui.
Can you give us your best Valley Girl accent?
Please?
Like, oh my God.
Slut the ass!
My God. My God. My God. Really? Look at that butt. 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 Butt.
Oh my God.
God.
Slap the booties.
Waving hand. Peach. Waving hand.
What up, James? Thank you for the donation. I saw there was one that slipped in beforehand. James dropping a 20 like 9 hours ago. Thank you. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Drop the 20.
Yeah, shout out to
James
Texas
P.
veteran, man.
Oh, is
Appreciate that.
Oh, James P., Texas veteran. You gotta
Yeah.
come in with one name. I have short-term memory.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Here's Chrome to your dome. Needs toilet paper.
Dana is best friends with Trump and Khabib is friends with Putin. All Khabib has to do is ask Putin, but he is too big of a pussy to do so. He was talking all that shit, telling everybody he would fight Tiny anywhere, anytime, even without fans. Now he won't.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, would you like to address this?
I don't think that Khabib is a pussy at all, and he is talking shit because he knows. And if anything, you should excuse yourself because Ferguson was talking more shit than Khabib was. If we were gonna be real here, like if we're really gonna take a step back and look at the situation for how it is, Ferguson was talking way more shit. Khabib didn't ask for it. Even during a post-press conference interview, Khabib said that he was not going to take jabs at Tony Ferguson for his behavior. So are we really going to say that Khabib was taking more shots? He wasn't. And for you to say that Khabib is a pussy for not going to Putin, we don't even know. Like I said, he has it in. He could easily go there and say, listen, I have a fight. Let's travel. And what happens? Putin is the president. Like, Do you really think that there's no power there, especially the fact that Dana White has Donald Trump in his right pocket? Like, get the fuck out of here if you think that.
Do you
can't
really
be that ignorant.
think, though, do you really think that Khabib is going to fight at UFC 249? Do you, on your heart of hearts, are you trolling right now? Do you really think he's going to fight?
Yes.
There you go. She thinks he's going to fight. UFC 249 in 18 days. She has spoken. Any other let's get to another story.
Wait, can I pee? Can you hold them over?
Can you pee?
I gotta
All right,
pee.
I'll get to the chat.
Am I allowed to pee?
Yes, you
Thank
can.
you.
Corona piss. Let's go. All right, chat. What do you think? Is he going to fight UFC 249? I'd love to know. I'd really love to know. On this wonderful, wonderful Monday night, tomfoolery going on here. The MMA holes. Give us a sub if you're not. Tony's in Khabib's head for sure. Will you guys please say Savannah is a hoe? Savannah is a hoe. You two fools. Do we actually think T-Ferg will fight in 18 days? Yes. I would say yes. I think here's the thing that I'm going to go with. If Tony doesn't fight, then it will have to be an Usman versus Masvidal. That they're like, okay, we're going to go with plan B. We're going to go to Usman defending his belts against Masvidal. We're going to wait till another time for Tony to fight Khabib. That might be the plan. But I believe that, listen, Tony's been training. It seems like he's ready to rock.
Shopping
Fight Masvidal. Just do that.
Yay, like Khabib wasn't talking shit about Conor. Khabib had been talking shit about Conor for years before they even fought, telling Dana he was gonna kill his boy after almost ever fight.
Oh my God. Well, that's a whole nother rabbit hole that I think is for another show. Poor Conor's trying to defend his country and tell everyone to be quarantined. Right, Conor? Yes, sir. Thank you, Chrome. And thank you to everyone donating on a Coronavirus Monday. I feel like complete shit tonight. I've been feeling like shit for a while. Do I have the Rona? Who knows? But we're going to bring up we're going to keep the energy up because we love you guys and gals. Texas veteran.
Hofo show.
Hofa show. Let me know how everyone in the chat is feeling tonight on a Monday night as we are trying to get through this pandemic. I saw that in New York, we're going another 30 days to be locked down over here. I'm seeing in Arizona now, they're doing a lockdown. Everywhere in the U.S. is just getting crazy. New Orleans is getting hit really bad now. It's a fucking mess. The world is a mess right now. It's a vampire, and it's sucking the life out of all of us as days and days go by without the UFC.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Marky Rowe.
Fuck, I hope Jessie is right. I'm riding with her. This fight is going down. The world needs it right now.
If this fight does happen, it would be epic, right? Everyone's been waiting for this. And when the fight comes together, it's during a pandemic, it would be crazy. But I am being a realist now. And I was skeptical in the beginning. I started to have hope, and now I'm skeptical all over again. 18 days to pull this together, drag Khabib out of Russia, and where is the fight going to happen? Who's on this card? I just can't buy it. Here's the clock over here. UFC 249, right underneath my beautiful microphone over here. It says 18 days, 7 hours, 39 minutes, and now it's 38 minutes. We should just do a show where we just wait 18 days, right, Jesse? We just wait for it to happen.
Okay.
They say it's still a go. So let me know in the chat what you think.
18-day stream.
UFC 249. This is what I want to know, chat room. UFC 249. I want a simple yes or no. Is it happening in 18 days?
Dane Johnson says JBH ran. Exito Presto says Fook Usman. Brian Galvin says we all know who can beat Khabib, Tony Ferguson. No way there are any sports this year. Rest in peace 2020. Yes, no, JBH ran. No, yes. Card, yes. Fight, yes. No. Fist to tight. Yes, sir. Hopefully, no. I don't know. Yes, different fighters. Yep. Yes. JBH, yes. No. Hell no. No. Plus sign. No. Uncle Dana gets it done. Tony versus Justin is better fighter than Khabib Tony. No. Yes, OFC. Rest in peace 249. Yes. No. Yes, UFC 249 will happen. Live to fight another day. Khabib is scared, says Zen Rhino. Will happen. No, pushed into May and then pushed into June later. Daddy Dana gets it done. Yes. McDonald's Sprite. Ginger Rona. Yes. Khabib is avoiding Tony. Yes. Pale Monkey with the fist pumps.
And that's right. 101 in the tip jar over here. The likes are happening. Let's beat the Seal of Jesse. Ready? All right. You know, we're all quarantined right now, so we got to get that cardio in. Hundred
likes. Watching fights. Fists so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fists so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fists so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fists so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights.
Hell yeah, baby. Pump the likes. Let's go, baby.
The dislikes can choke on a carrot.
How many people are choking on that carrot, Jesse? Let me look. 5 people choking, 116 hanging.
Hanging with the boys.
With the boys. All right. Thank you very much for the likes. And, I mean, 276 watching. Come on. We got to get that number up here. Like away. Let's get this thing into the algorithm. All right, Jesse.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's play a word from our sponsors real quick. We'll get into all the stories over here. We got to save the show. Hopefully, we got a nice long night tonight.
This word from our sponsor?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah. Let's get all fancy tonight.
Okay. Well, no, it's not fancy. Why? Why is that fancy?
Because it's like music and...
So you just want to play that?
Yeah.
There's nothing different. I didn't change that. I just changed the "will be right back."
I know, but
Oh, okay.
it's still fancy.
All right. Well, first off, let's just do a quick one to Mystic Roots.
Mystic Roots is a boutique organic hemp farm located in the Pacific Northwest. Mystic Roots provides the type of quality and product that you will absolutely not find in those old CBD companies. All of Mystic Roots products are homegrown on a trusted Oregon farm and completely organic, so you don't have to worry about those extra fillers or additives that those other CBD companies don't tell you about. Visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description and get free shipping on any order over $35, as well as the best quality flowers, edibles, extracts, and cosmetics. Use promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, for up to 15% off your entire order. Ever since we started using Mystic Roots, we've never turned back to any other CBD company. Once again, visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description using promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get up to 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right. Mystic Roots is wonderful, wonderful. We're going to play a quick ad roll. We'll be right back after the break. Hang with the boys, friends. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that beautiful thing. Beautiful logo.
Don't miss out on betting the best moments in sports with BetDSI.com. We'll double your money with a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Bet at home, bet on your phone, and bet live during your favorite game.
Your butt is dirty. Look, you wouldn't shower with that water. So, why clean your butt with that water? I know what you're thinking. Bidets are expensive, cumbersome, and hard to install. The Lux Bidet is anything but. That's because instead of over-the-top instructions, Lux Bidet gives you a quick, under-your-bottom solution. So you could have a bad day, or you could have a bidet. A Lux Bidet. And hey, if you're not into being super clean, you can just return it.
Sticker Mule is the fastest and easiest way to order custom stickers and more. Simply select the product you want, choose a size and quantity, upload your artwork, And within a few hours, we'll send you an online proof. You can request changes to the proof for free until you're happy. With quick turnaround and free 2-day shipping, your custom products will be in your hands in no time. Try us today for as little as $9.
All right. Thank you to all our sponsors over here. If you want to sponsor the MMA Holes, go to the MMA-Holes.com. Yeah, the MMA-Holes.com. If you'd like to sponsor the greatest show on YouTube. All right, we're talking about, before the break, Khabib Nurmagomedov is stuck in Russia, and it doesn't look like he'll be fighting UFC 249. Dana White says he will still be competing. And I just don't know how that's going to happen. We have any more stories on that topic, Jesse?
Yes.
All right. What do we got here, Jesse?
All right. According to ESPN, what's next for UFC 249 if Khabib is out? We already kind of discussed this a little bit about who his potential competitors could be for Tony Ferguson. Mm-hmm. But it basically runs over that. I don't know if you want me to really read through it because it's literally the same stuff that we had already discussed.
So were they just repeating?
They're kind of talking about, is it going to be Justin Gaethje? How Khabib has been, stuck in Russia for travel restrictions. Gaethje seems to be the better offer right now. The UFC is looking at Gaethje more than any other replacement at the moment. Conor McGregor also kept saying that he would step in if the fight fell through, but that was before the pandemic, and McGregor's now leading the fight in Ireland to shut down the country while promoting social distancing, so that probably won't happen now. Mm-hmm. But that was definitely something else that people had discussed. So it's just like a back and forth there. It's not going to be Conor. We know that because of the whole lockdown. Gaethje makes more sense as far as pay-per-view buys, but it's also more dangerous for Tony. So that's pretty much all that.
Okay.
Shopping during a pandemic.
We got Chrome to your dome. What do you got?
Not gonna lie, I would rather watch a Chihuahua try to fuck a Great Dane than this bullshit.
Wow, Jesus Christ. Chrome to your dome. That's vicious. Thank you for the donation. All right.
I just envisioned a Chihuahua trying to fuck a Great Dane.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to watch that. That would be interesting to me. So,
what?
I don't know.
You don't even know what you're saying.
I don't even know. So, what was I going to say? That threw me off. Thank you, Chrome. You did it. You did it again. The whole situation of UFC 249.
During a pandemic.
Oh, it's Chrome again.
I don't moss the sponsors you have are starting to sound like you're getting gay on us.
We are gay.
First you get high, then you touch yourself with a dildo massage machine followed by getting water shot up your ass. Sounds like a real gay moment to me.
I never thought about that.
But here's how I look at this. Anyone that looks at a massage gun and thinks gay things usually has gay tendencies, right? And then anyone that thinks, hey, a bidet that cleans your ass out and then all of a sudden goes the gay route usually has gay tendencies too. Like fantasizes about things like that, right?
I have an argument for the massage gun one. Maybe they're not thinking of gay things. Maybe they're thinking of sexual things. So they have sexual tendencies.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be honest with you. Any person that fears gay people are usually gay.
Well, he didn't say he fears gay people.
I don't know. It sounds like people that are a little uncomfortable around gay. Like, listen, do I have any gay friends? Oh, well, your brother's gay, so he's my friend. Well, he's family now, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with gay people. Like, if I'm around them, like, ew, icky. Like, who cares? Like,
it's just a human being.
I mean, he's not fucking the guy in front of me. You're like, now, if the guy's fucking in front of me, then I'll be a little uncomfortable. I'll be like, all right, maybe this shouldn't. But then if a man and a woman's fucking in front of me for no reason, then I'd be a little uncomfortable with that too. I don't understand. I don't know.
Okay.
A little weird, right?
I don't really talk about it because it's like.
Why do people get so afraid of gay
guys?
Who cares?
Me, but
like the Tiger King is a beast.
Well,
that guy's a beast. Fucking two dudes. Like killing tigers and shit and wanting to kill that fat broad that killed her husband, Carol. The legendary gay guy. That guy's putting gays on the map. Anyway, let's move on over here. Let me know in the chat if you watched the Tiger King. Anyway, spoiler alert, he's gay. So this card, UFC 249, is it weird now with this pandemic getting worse and worse? More people are dying. The U.S. is a mess. Yeah. New York is a disaster right now. With them still going forward with this and the pandemic getting worse, does this make you feel more uncomfortable that they're actually doing this, or you're like full speed ahead?
I always get a little uncomfortable with situations like this because you are putting lives at risk. But then there's the selfish side of me that's like, man, I want to see this fight so bad. let's just fucking do it. Let's just go for it. Let's put lives at risk and let's just see it. But that's selfish. It's a selfish viewpoint, but it's just how it is. You know, I think a lot of MMA fans are like that, though. I think there's a part of them that's like, it's really fucked up, you know? But then there's that other side of them that's like, no, let's just do it.
Well, they know what they're signing up for, these fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, they're aware. It's not like the UFC's putting them in the situation saying, hey, not telling you about this crazy virus going around. Like, they know what they're signing up for. So if they want to do this, and I mean, they really have no choice. You notice on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm noticing all these fighters are just going live now. Like, they have nothing to do. So everyone and their mother, there's so much content now. Like, if you're a content junkie, this must be Christmas for you.
Yeah, this is the time to watch everybody.
I mean, everyone's live. I go on Instagram and I'm looking up. Everyone's fucking. I don't know where to look. There's live. Everyone's live.
You just see the live button blinking on every channel now.
Yeah, it's like live, pretty much. And we're all gonna be dead soon. So I guess we might as well absorb all this content into my eyeballs, suck it in.
Yeah.
Unrelated, Jesse. What did you think of the Mark Coleman documentary?
I thought it was great. I actually got a little choked up, and I never get choked up.
You got choked up?
There was a part during where his daughter started crying when they were really little, and during the first fight where he got pummeled, and his daughters thought he was like hurt or something, and they came up to him inside the ring. I was like, oh my god, that's like really fucked up. Like, he just terrorized his children.
Yeah, listen. Well, he didn't terrorize his. I mean, I don't think his plan was to get fucked up by Fedor.
Our elders are turning over in their graves after seeing our country turn into gays and tigers.
What has happened to the world? Thank you, Chrome. So let me know in the chat. Did you see the Mark Coleman UFC YouTube channel on Fight Pass? They did a Fight Pass thing where it was like 18 minutes where they did a little documentary on Mark Coleman. It was really cool.
Oh yeah,
really
Logan. Cool. When he brings up another one, he says when the daughter said that they were proud of him. That was another choky moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mark Coleman, the hammer.
Imagine like your child, like you, especially if you go through a divorce, and I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have, where you go through a divorce and you don't have custody of your children, or you see your children very limited, and it's like to have your child say that they're proud of you. That's good shit, man. Like that's an emotional moment. I can understand why he got all teary-eyed.
It's wild that a beast like that, who used to headbutt people to death in a cage, first ever heavyweight champion, right, is such a sweetheart in his normal life. Like, it's crazy. Like, you see this man, he looks like he's all roided to the gills, destroying people. You know, brought wrestling into the UFC, becoming a champion at heavyweight, and just headbutting people's heads into the mat. It's amazing he's a functional, like, sweetheart of a guy. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mark Coleman.
I have a lot of respect for him after seeing that documentary. I thought it was cool.
Check it out. It's on YouTube. All right. Anyway, let's move on in the news over here. What is this? More Khabib stuff? What do we got?
Yeah, so this is Ali stuff. Ali Abdelaziz denies the rumor that Khabib Nurmagomedov is trapped in Russia. According to MMA Mania, just a few days ago, Russia implemented a travel ban in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Immediately, MMA fans and media speculated on whether this would serve as another obstacle to UFC 249 and the main event of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. As of now, it's still unclear, Moss. It's still unclear.
Oh, it's
Don't
clear,
make up
Jessica.
your mind.
It is. So, you know why? Because Super Insane at 10:13 p.m. December 4th, 2019 said that it's a guaranteed lock. It's going to happen.
Now,
so it's not.
There have been various rumors online, including one that Nurmagomedov escaped to Saudi Arabia. A rumor, Moss. However, earlier today, it began to circulate that Nurmagomedov was indeed grounded in Russia. Fortunately, Nurmagomedov's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, declared those rumors fake news. However, Abdelaziz did not offer any information regarding the Eagles' current whereabouts, nor any proof of Nurmagomedov leaving Russia.
What up, Chrome?
One question that was never asked to the Tiger King was, were the tigers gay too? They talking about breeding tigers during the whole series, but I saw no mating going on. Show was a huge sausage fest, literally.
It was. I tell you, man, it was something else. I think animals are gay too, though. I think they're gay tigers,
Chrome
right?
Might be a little gay.
Well, listen,
he's
obsessed with his body.
There's a reason he keeps.
This is a fun
on
fact.
The gays hard, man. Like,
but it is very true that men. We've come to this conclusion, like bodybuilders and people. It's more for other guys to admire their body,
women,
not women. Like, women don't give a fuck. Look
He
at me.
will stay home. He won't be calling in any favors. It's not in his DNA. I don't even think he would even ask out of respect. He's not the type of person who thinks that he is bigger than this pandemic and certainly wouldn't want to risk the safety of others.
It's fascinating you think so.
100%, Batgirl. You're preaching truth here.
Get off Batgirl's ass,
It's the truth, though.
It's fascinating she thinks so because she's Russian. So, like, she out of anyone understands, like, the priority, especially, like, Russia. Like, here's the thing. In the U.S., people could give a fuck about their neighbor. In Russia, it's like, they are hardcore.
He is not stupid. As much as I joke around about the guy, I made this point before. He's not dumb. He's made $1 gazillion. He's fine. He could go to Russia. He'd never have to fight again. I know he's about honor, but he's not stupid. There's a brain under that fluffy hat of his that he's not going to fucking risk his life. He went home to see his family. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll take a pass. That's what Khabib did.
Listen, if it means putting on one of the greatest shows, the most anticipated fight, as the USA likes to put it, the most anticipated fight, of course he's going to call in a favor. Of course he's going to do it. There's no doubt in my mind that no matter how honorable a person can be, if you are a part of the most anticipated event for all of fans in sports, not just
and he's
in
getting
MMA,
a kukui.
in sports, then of course you're going to do anything you can to be a part of that. Why would you give that up to somebody
You know
else?
why, Jesse? Because the boogeyman is coming for him. El Kukui is there too. He has to fight the Corona and the Kukui. You put that together, Khabib packed his bags, and he fucking right over to Russia. Yeah. See you later. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this. I need to see my family and safety and stay on bus.
Wonderful.
Right, Jesse?
Sure.
Isn't that what happened?
Shopping during a pandemic.
Chrome to your dome.
I love the gays. It's my favorite spawn to watch. I love watching folks go near that brown hole. I say me then. They are fearless. They are braver than I am. I will only go near the one that's pink, not the one that stinks.
Oh.
That's how you get pink eye.
There's Chrome to your dome saying what he likes to do. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So I just want to make a little announcement here. I know we have Podbean and iTunes where we have the audio versions of our show. We pumped the brakes on that. We're concentrating mainly on YouTube right now. It's weird. We get listens on iTunes and Podbean. We see the stats, but there is no verbal feedback. So if you guys do want more Podbean and iTunes streams, hit us up on the MMAHoles.com. Reach out to us and let us know that you're listening. Because if we're not hearing any feedback, here we get the instant feedback. We can see what's going on and mold it to your, pleasure.
Your liking.
Yeah, but that over there, I don't know what is going on with the audio version. I know people are listening. It doesn't really do anything for us, so I don't know if we don't hear anything, we're not going to continue that until maybe down the road. So let us know on the MMAHoles.com. All right, let's squeeze in a story before. Oh shit! We got to save the show already.
Whoa.
Okay, let's do this right. That every time it goes too fast.
We were on topic all night, so I think it's fair.
Okay.
Madame says why? Because it takes a lot of time to do that podcast, and it's precious time we could be using for other parts of the business. So it's just a
nuisance pulling the audio and then uploading everything into Podbean and iTunes. If people listen to it, like if you guys are listening to that stuff, no, not this, not the YouTube. YouTube's staying. I'm talking Podbean and iTunes. Yeah. YouTube, we're staying here, but Podbean and iTunes, we don't know the nuances of what's going on over there. So we're just like, whatever. I don't know. So Logan says, I love the show on iTunes. All right. So let me know what the ones in the chat. How many people actually listen on iTunes or Podbean? I mean, if you guys do it, if you listen to it, we'll keep on uploading over there. But we're staying here for now, and we'll see what happens with that. Okay. This is the part where we save the show. Monday night, every Monday night, we're going to add this minute. We're going to start this clock over here. You have a chance to donate and save it.
Yes.
Any donation adds to the time. So $2, 2 minutes, $5, 5 minutes. That's how that works.
$10, 10 minutes, $20, 20 minutes, $50, 50 minutes, $100, 100 minutes, and goes up to 2 hours. How many?
Yeah,
$120, 2 hours.
7 million minutes. I don't know.
I was trying to turn it into a song. I unsuccessfully did so.
All right, so we're going to start the clock right now. We'll open up the phone lines if we go a little longer. If not, we'll see you back on Wednesday. Here we go. All right, now it's time to save the show. We would love to know your thoughts via words. about Ferguson. Who is he going to fight? Is Khabib going to fight UFC 249? Let us know. Let us know. All right. What happened? Oh, we're frozen over there? That's all right. As long as we're not frozen over here, we're fine. All right, let's get back into this chat over here. And we'll see what happens.
Super chat.
Super chat. We got Drunk Savage coming in.
Let's wrestle, let's wrestle, let's wrestle, let's wrestle. Don't worry, I have a plan to save Tony and Khabib. Save the show.
There you go. Drunk added 5 minutes to the clock. Thank you, Drunk.
Wonderful.
Let's wrestle. Drunk Savage coming in. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. All right, so at least we got 5 minutes to save the show. While that's going down, Jesse, let's squeeze a story in over here.
All right. Well, I wasn't done talking about Ali Abdelaziz. He said that Abdelaziz did not offer any information regarding Khabib's current whereabouts, nor any proof of Nurmagomedov leaving Russia. He did also take to Twitter to deny the rumor that UFC 249 would take place in Saudi Arabia.
Goddamn day.
Oh,
now
shit.
we back at it. I can't take all this madness.
Roberto!
I can't stomach all this damage. You get on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah, we got 40 more minutes.
But you got them juicy ass curves. And I kicked her ass to the curb. But that puppy dog face so perfect. Ooh, falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love.
Drop the fire in the chat.
Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love,
in and out of love with you.
Did everything that you asked, it's not enough for you. Don't believe I'm leaving your ass, no I ain't bluffing you. Falling in and out of love,
in and out of love with you.
Save the show.
You always go one too far. Thank you, Roberto. Added 40 minutes. We didn't talk about that. Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington. That fight should be on UFC 249. 100%.
Why?
That should be on the card. 100%. I want that fight.
UFC 249.
Put it on the undercard over there, on the main card.
Undercard?
On the main card. Put that fight on there, 100%. You don't want that?
Not on 249.
What? Are you out of your mind?
No.
CBD.
What?
It helps with healing process and inflammation.
Is she crazy?
So you want to get these for before.
Oh my goodness. Ride Drive with the 420.
I love those UFC where are they now stories. Just wish the UFC would throw a little money to these retired legends like Coleman. All the blood, sweat, and tears they provided making the UFC what it is today. Save show.
Thank you, Ride Drive.
We're at 49, Moss.
49 minutes. I can't believe you don't want to see Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington on the main card, UFC 249.
Not on 249. I want to see Woodley Covington happen on like co-main or main event of a different of a pay-per-view for sure, but not. Why? Because that's a lot of shine you're taking away from Ferguson.
What? The fuck? Michael Anzalone! Yes! Anzalone! Michael Anzalone, the Vash coming in! Michael Anzalone!
Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes. Mrs. Silly girlfriend, time out trolls. Welcome to the dead end cock, so big that you can't even comprehend. Dance and groan, making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room's stoned. Hold up, save the show for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalone.
Shout out to the Ans, baby, Social Vash.
Save the fucking show. I don't think it's happening. No fight card. You've all over the place on this one.
Oh,
yikes.
No fight card, which is very possible. Very, very possible. Thank you. How much time we got, Jess?
An hour and 9 minutes.
Hour and 9 minutes with the powerful Anzalone. 30 seconds left. Let's see if we added any more. Thank you, everyone that donated. Really, you guys are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Damn, shout out to Michael
I miss
Anzalone.
Mikey.
Every show, man, we think about that boy. That boy is a good boy. He's a good boy up in a good place up there, that Michael Anzalone.
You're talking like him.
You know, when we were playing the video games the other night,
You were
I was
thinking
like,
about him?
oh, man, he would
Yeah.
be perfect to throw in on these
I
like
know.
squad things. It
I do
would've
that
been great.
every time we play PS4.
Right?
Every time. I constantly think Oh, how fun it was when Mike was playing GTA with us. He was
Yeah,
sitting in the
good
hot
dude.
tub.
We love ants. All right, anyway. So we got, how many minutes we're putting on this thing?
An hour and 9 minutes.
Hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
How about this community banding together, teaming up, and giving the people an hour and 9 minutes? Everyone in the chat, drop a wonderful, wonderful for those who donated and extended the show, because they are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Before we start this clock, we have something to play here, Jesse.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We do. We do.
Hello, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
No way!
Drunk Savage. What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
I can't believe you're calling right now. Drunk Savage, what's on your mind?
Not much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have a respect for everybody in the chat.
MMA-Holes.
Vlad's one of them. Kevin from Chicago. AMH, I mean the knitter.
I'm just enjoying this.
I can hear you.
Hi, this is Billy.
We have Sean Hart.
Hey there. What's up, man?
What's up, Pulse?
Oh, it's Justin Jr.
Fuck you, Clone.
So Kainoda.
Lord.
RX.
Mark Rowe, Eddie Michael Rowe, Indy Russ, Sean Man, Vigo, Big Bob, Mason Dragon White, Nick C, yourself, Crunchy Dong, Shannon Stewart, Bro, hell yeah, Ben Simmons, DC 2.0, Peter Phillies,
Jeremiah. Hey, Lee W. Michael Anzalone. MMA-Holes. Man, what a wonderful, wonderful community.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I feel it. I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel swole. He said later slap this.
I like biting your shoulder.
I know. I had to go to the bathroom and wipe your face off my shoulder, too.
All right, here we go, baby.
Nah, that's all right. I still love you, Jesse. You're the best.
All right. Everyone, let's do this. Let's get the phone lines open at 516-522-0267. Give us a call, and we'd love to know what you think about UFC 249. Is it cursed? Tony Khabib. Will Tony fight? Is Khabib stuck in Russia? So many things to think about. So many things to talk about, Jesse. What would you like to talk about, Jess?
First, I want to say how beautiful this thumbnail is.
It is a beautiful thumbnail, Jesse. Thank you.
I want to know who thinks Khabib is actually still going to happen this April, or the next fight that Tony has is going to be Khabib. That's my biggest worry, is that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, give him Gaethje, give him Masvidal, give him Poirier. And it's like, you want that? You don't want to see?
Yeah, well, they want Khabib. Look at the poll. Check it out. 66% say wait. That's what they want. They want to wait for Khabib.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, Drunk Savage.
What's up, drunk?
Not much. So, all right, here's the plan in case Putin says Khabib can't leave or no one can come in.
Mm-hmm.
Take Khabib and his team, dress them up as bears. They cross the border in the dead of night. Then the UFC picks them up in a newly purchased submarine, smuggles them back to the United States.
Yes.
And bam,
What do you
that's how
think?
it happens.
What do you think, Moss?
Listen, I think it's a great plan, but Khabib's scared. Drunk, you forgot that part. Khabib is scared.
He's going to be dressed up as a bear.
But he's scared, though. He doesn't want to fight.
Bears aren't scared.
Nah, I don't know.
He's a little scared.
I think he's nervous.
That press conference, shook
Drunk.
him.
You're just saying that to piss me off. You don't mean it.
He's shook.
No, he's hiding in Russia. Come on.
He shits on bus.
Sure went back to the States.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. I know he doesn't mean it. I can hear it in his voice.
I don't know, Drunk. I think you know what the truth.
Tony taps Khabib. That's the truth.
Uh-huh, Jesse. What do you think?
I think he's
Khabib don't
full
want
of
none of that.
shite. I think Drunk Savage is full of shite.
Could you imagine?
You're full of shit.
Like, I think we could all agree now that this is cursed, right? I mean, I think, how many more times do we need this?
Oh, jeez. I can't fucking take this anymore.
It's a cursed
The
fight.
first I knew, I was like, God fucking damn it. We were so close.
Yeah. Were you optimistic, though? Like, when Dana was saying, hey, this fight's going to happen, before he went to Russia, Like where you're like, you know what? I believe in Dana. This is going to happen. Are you curious, like why he did go to Russia?
Yeah, I am curious, and I thought the fight was going to happen for the longest time, but now, I don't know. Unless fucking Putin lets him fly out, and he could take a private plane.
I think you ran out of gas. Drunk, you run out of gas?
Silence.
That happens. What did you vote on this poll over here? Did you vote wait for Khabib? Did you vote would you like to see Tony fight if it doesn't happen?
I didn't vote. I can't fucking see community posts on my phone anymore.
Wait,
no.
So if you click subscriptions, sometimes they pop up in your subscription box.
Yeah, that's the only way I'd see them. I haven't updated YouTube in a little bit. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's probably you gotta update it. Come on, man, you gotta get with the program.
Run out of memory on my phone.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
You gotta delete all those porn apps so you can have room to update your YouTube app.
How dare you say that? Why would you do that?
Talk about my porn viewing.
Listen, you gotta think the ratings on during this pandemic are through the roof.
I know the porn apps are probably making bank right now because of this coronavirus keeping everybody inside.
That's probably where the Vigos are right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where have they been?
They're not. They passed.
Oh.
They've passed on. Now.
Okay. All right.
They're on the other side.
They all got corona.
All right, Drunk. Anything else, man?
Fuck. Well, I had something else. Oh well, I'll call back. I guess.
Yeah, we'll be on for an hour. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Play something else.
That's Drunk Savage.
Boss said porn-demic.
The porn-demic? Oh, forget it.
It's the porn-demic.
These porn stars are killing it right now. Batgirl!
I don't think he feels he needs to fight as much as Tony does. Sure, he understands the magnitude of the event. Maybe he wants this corona dust to settle. He's in no hurry. The Conor fight was a bigger, more anticipated event, right?
Yeah.
Save the show.
Thank you, Batgirl, for the donation. You're wonderful. Hell yeah.
Batgirl, why do I get this weird impression that you know Khabib personally?
Imagine that is Khabib.
Well, she's Russian, and
oh yeah, she's Russian, so she must know him.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe there's like a personal tie here.
Shopping during a pandemic.
We got another one here, Conor Hernandez.
I think Ferguson shouldn't fight until Khabib. I think Tony is so close to the end of his prime he needs to have that Khabib fight next. I want to see Tony at his best against Khabib so we have no excuses. Just my opinion. Love you all.
All right, we love you too, Connor. Thank you for the donation. What do you think about that, Jess?
Wonderful.
Sorry, I actually wasn't listening to that. All I heard is love y'all. I was spacing out. I'm sorry. I have a problem. It's called living a life in Jesse's head.
What the hell happened here?
Sometimes I space out.
Well, you better listen to this one, for God's sake. It's points to you.
Okay. Point to you, too.
Points JBH. Points Moss. Wrestle for the belt so Chrome can see some hot action. Ha, I kid. Carl Abib is running. Fake ass pussy weirdo. Ray is one. Felder got robbed. Hashtag ANZALONE strong. Did I miss anything? President Trump is amazing. Saving us all. MAGA 20.
I think he really covered everything over there. Got it all. What do you think about him thinking that little bit of a pussy, Jess? You want to say anything about that? Or are you not listening again?
No, I was listening. I was listening this time.
Okay.
Listen, do you want to know where I was during Connor's...
Well, I want to know you with this donation now.
Oh, what do you mean where I am?
He just said he was a pussy.
Well, everybody says that about Khabib.
Everybody?
Yeah.
36 years old with bum knee out grapples Khabib.
Oh, shit.
No.
So King K's on your side, Jess.
Okay.
Thank you, King K. 516-522.
For the first time in his life, he's on my side. He's constantly drilling me about everything I say, and now King K is on my side. Shocker.
Thank you, King K.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it. So he's
King
saying
K.
that, no, you can't grapple Khabib. Too old. Too old to do that. All right, so the number is 516-522-0267. Call us up. We want to know your thoughts on the situazione with Tony Ferguson. Is he going to fight? Khabib? Is he going to fly out of Russia? Is he allowed? What's up, Alakamacani Mused? Thank you for the sub, man. I'm sorry I don't know how to say your name. Jess, could you try it?
Alhamakani Mused.
Alakamacani Ho.
You know how
I don't know how to say. I'm sorry. I have a difficult name too. Christopher. All right. What else?
That was funny. That was really funny. That was good.
No, it wasn't. Jesus.
That was funny.
What?
Okay. 270, you're live with the MMA-Holes. His name, what's on your mind? Christopher.
Yes. What's going on, guys?
How's it
What's
going?
up? What's your name?
This is Eric.
Eric. All right, Eric. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I think I'm hoping that they're going to just make this fight. I hope they don't mess this up by trying to line them up with somebody different. It needs to be like mandatory, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna guess.
I think so.
I'm gonna guess where you're from, Eric. Ready? Can you say hello?
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm gonna say you're from
Arkansas.
the South. Are you from the South?
I'm from Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Look at that, Moss.
Very good, Jesse. Very
Look
good.
at that.
I call in here all the time. I talk to you guys all the
Yeah,
time.
but I'm a freaking pro at figuring out where people are from based on their accents.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm talking to my grandmother right now. She's from the South.
Oh, do you ever get that before?
Yeah.
No,
You know what would be
she
cool?
talks the same way.
You know what would be really cool if they would get Elon Musk involved in this and have the very first fight on the moon.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, now's the
But
time.
he wants to get to Mars.
Yeah, hey, you know what? He's got that kind of ego. If you could if somebody would throw it out there to him, he could probably make something like this happen.
Yeah. Why not? Or have a like hovering octagon, like an electric octagon,
something.
like up in the sky.
But, so Elon Musk wants to get to Mars. He doesn't want to go to the moon. He wants to do Mars.
Well, anywhere but Earth. Earth is not the place to be right now. This is not. It's not in right now.
What if we bring the coronavirus to the moon?
Well, then the Martians, the Moontians, or whatever you want to call them,
The Moontians.
they're gonna fucking be pissed. They're gonna be all the cheese is gonna be corrupted over there. I don't know. So you're saying that you're saying that they should wait and say, hey, listen, let this all the smoke settle and do it another time.
I think that they should just make sure that Tony Ferguson gets his shot, gets his chance to shine. I don't know why, but I just feel bad for Tony Ferguson. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean?
It does suck.
I hope.
Yeah, he's 36 years old. You know, it's like there's not much time left where you can really. I mean, he says he feels better than ever right now, but your body eventually breaks down. Maybe he's a machine. Maybe he's a different
It's gonna be a
species.
fight, though. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to really beat Tony, though. Tony's tough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony. He's a beast. I don't know. I got to put my money on Tony in this one.
Me too. I'm with you. But Jesse disagrees, right, Jess? You disagree
Well, I
severely.
don't blame her. It's hard to bet against Khabib. I mean,
But now-
he's a monster.
I gotta
But if
say,
there's
now
anybody
you-
who can do it. I'd say it's Tony. You know.
You got to think though, Tony's chances are a lot better. Seeing Khabib run to Russia
He
so
didn't
scared.
run, for
Like,
fuck's sake.
He
You're
was
driving me
terrified.
insane with
Did you
this
see him
shit.
get on the plane? He was
didn't
terrified.
run. Did you see him on the plane?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
him.
I'm
He
sure
ran.
He
Tony
did.
wins, it'll definitely mix it up really well. You know what I mean? If Khabib wins, it stays the same. You know.
Yeah.
I hope Tony wins.
There you
Anyway,
go.
thank you guys.
You
All right,
son
thanks
of
for
a
the call.
bitch.
He ran, Jesse.
He hopes Tony
That dude,
wins.
I mean, I've never seen him run so fast in my life. Got out of Dodge. It's like, see you later.
Mhm.
That was the sound of the plane. I don't know why it sounded like. I don't know why it
Sound
sounded
like a
like that. But anyway, all right, give us a call 516-522-0267.
832, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
My name is Poles.
What's up, Poles?
Not much. What's going on, Jesse?
Poles, I'm going to guess where you're from. Ready? I'm going to say you're from Tejas.
Correct.
Oh, nailed it, Moss.
Good job, Jesse. All right, she pays attention.
What's up, Poles?
I wanted to talk about that Tiger King for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, that show is crazy. I mean, the fact that it's real life, I mean, it just seems like something that was scripted. That guy's like a real life Joe Dirt, you know?
Wait, so you think it's not real?
Well,
No, I mean,
he's saying it's
I know
far-fetched.
it's real, but it's just the fact that this happened is just, and it's all documented, is just crazy to me.
I said the same thing when I called it.
Do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband?
Spoiler alert.
That's what I wanted to say. There's not a redeemable character anywhere in this
No.
anywhere in this documentary. She's no prize. Her husband, they never found his body, so that's some dubious circumstances. The one guy, he's like a polygamist. He's got like
Doc.
4 wives.
Doc, yeah.
He's crazy, but none of them are worse than the main character. This guy, I mean,
He didn't look good either. No.
Joe Exotic?
No.
But he wasn't guilty. Like, there's no reason he should have ended up in prison.
Jesse, The fire in the studio.
But nobody could confirm that
the
was
fucking
him.
alligators.
You know that was him.
Yeah.
But nobody.
You can see him. You know damn well he flicked a cigarette and burnt that shit up.
Come on, Jess.
Nobody
Let's
could
be serious
confirm
here.
it.
No
so-
one is good in that show.
But he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, you gotta get spoilers,
that's
guys.
the thing. The only good people in that movie, he had the one guy who.
Let me just hold on. Let me stop you real quick, guys. If you didn't see the Tiger King, just turn it off for a good
Mute
5
it.
minutes.
Just mute for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give you a sign. We'll flip off the
We'll
camera
do the wonderful, wonderful sign.
when we stop talking about it. Spoiler time. Go ahead, Pulse.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil too much. I just want to say the only good characters in this whole documentary, the one guy, his partner, not his partner, the one guy who was working for him, I think his gay lover or whatever, he killed himself in front of him, and the guy still worked for him. He's a good dude. Then the other chick, she got her arm chewed off and was back at work a week later.
But she did it because she didn't want the negative light on the zoo because it wasn't the zoo's fault. She even said it was her fault for sticking her hand through the cage.
It's her fault?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't a
took
smart move, but at
blame.
the same time, it was on his property, under his surveillance.
But she stuck her. Would you stick your hand into a fucking tiger cage, Chris?
But what he's saying, though, is she came back to work in no time. Like
She
nothing.
came back to work because she didn't want the blame on him or the zoo. It was her fault.
I think she had nothing better
I wouldn't
to
be
do.
sticking my hand into a fucking tiger cage.
All right, anyway, we'll move on from that. We'll move on. It was a great show. It was a lot of fun. But I'm giving the symbol to the people. Okay, now they can unmute it. Okay, so anything else, Pulse?
Yeah, no, as far as 249, you know, it's crazy. This is the most anticipated fight in the history of the company. It's been anticipated like 4 times already. I remember the last time it was called off, it was actually April 1st. Everybody thought it was a joke because it was April Fool's Day, but it was real. And, you know, it just seems like this thing is snake bitten. It's like the world doesn't want us to see it. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like they could both walk into the cage and both spontaneously combust because the world just don't want to see it happen. Both of them just blow up.
It's possible. I mean, this is just not meant to be. I think we have to chalk it up to that. We're not going to see this fight. It is what it is. I would love to see it. Everyone wants to see it. But enough's enough. We move on. Now, if Tony Ferguson says, hey, I'm still going to fight, who would you want to see Kukui dance with?
Man, no. I feel bad for Tony because it's like he's done all this work, and it's been hard for him to stay. You know, Kevin Lee gave him a good fight, especially that first round of that fight that they had. Lando Venata, he had him walking on ice in the first round. He almost got knocked out by a newcomer, and that would have been the end of the streak. Now he's on 11 straight, and it's like he's really earned the title shot because I don't care what you say. If you are the interim champion, next fight should be for the title. And even the fight with Cerrone, you know, it was back and forth. Cerrone was putting in work before his eye blew up, so it's like he's put in all his work. He deserves the shot at the belt. Gaethje is a dangerous proposition.
Hold on, we got Chrome coming in.
Wednesday I will call in and talk all about Joe Exotic. I grew up right around that fucking zoo. I got so many stories to tell about that place and Joe. I even had to work there one summer for punishment vandalizing street signs and boxes near his zoo.
You're so full of shit,
I still have to
man.
hear the call anyway.
I don't believe it. You're so full of shit.
Don't cut him short. I don't not believe that.
I don't believe it at all. That
You know
is
what?
the most ridiculous thing
I'll
I've
tell you
ever heard
what,
in my
on
life.
Not the MMA Holes, the next stream we do on Not the MMA Holes, we need to
Get the fuck
dive
outta
into
here.
the Tiger King.
This guy is blasted on Netflix as a trending documentary, and all of a sudden, Chrome had worked for him for 1 year.
Well,
fuck
we'll
outta here,
find out.
Chrome.
We'll find out.
Get out.
We'll find out on the second channel, Not the MMA Holes. We do a stream about that. But all right. Anyway,
I hope he didn't turn Chrome out. I hope that's
Chrome
how
did
Chrome's
look.
gonna tell us, man.
Maybe that's
He
why
was a
Chrome's so
tall,
afraid.
strapping man that Joe Exotic did like. He did fancy, so I don't know. It's possible.
And Vlad says, no, it's true, JBH, because he said it in his donation.
Chrome Exotic.
All of a sudden, that makes it true.
All right. All right, Pulse. Anything else, man?
No, that's it. Later, guys.
All right, be good.
Thanks, Wolves.
That's Pulse.
I want to hear this story, Chrome. I want you to call in now and tell us this ridiculous story you have.
All right, so a couple of things. I just want to tell the
First,
people.
he's a Navy SEAL. Now he worked for Joe Exotic.
Yeah, Chrome's done it all. He's like Forrest Gump. Okay. Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov is supposed to be happening UFC 249, excuse me, on April 18th.
Yeah.
Right? We are 18 days away. Khabib flies over to Russia. And now there is a very good chance that we will not see Khabib fight Tony Ferguson on the 18th. There are rumors that there might be other dance partners. ARIEL HELWANI released a story that Justin Gaethje was the front runner to fight Tony Ferguson at UFC 249.
Yes.
I say throw Jorge Masvidal out there, have a BMF fight. You know, I think that's a violent fight that has no consequence for Ferguson because if he loses that, he could still go back to 155 and fight Khabib. That's what I think. But there are a lot of different paths we have. The phone calls I want right now, let me know, what do you think is going to happen? Is UFC 249 going to go down? Is Khabib going to fight Tony? Is Khabib going to stay in Russia? Shit on bus? Is Khabib afraid? Is that why he left?
Have you ever seen that TikTok video? Can I pet that dog? Have you seen that
No,
one?
I didn't see that.
That's
no.
what you just sounded like.
I don't know.
What's up, Kevin?
What's up? I got a bone to pick before I get to the Tony Ferguson stuff.
Okay.
JBH, you really think you agreed with Joanna Jedrzejczyk last week about Colby Covington getting kicked out of the gym, him bringing dirty Dianas into the gym, and he's bringing shame to the gym? I mean, I want to break this down real quick. Colby Covington called Brazil a dump, and he called Brazilians filthy animals.
Yes.
American Top Team should be changed to Brazilian Top Team because it's 75% Brazilians.
Okay.
And not one Brazilian there called for him to get kicked out of the gym. They didn't bash him in the media. Nobody even publicly bashed him. They all just went about their business. They knew it was business. It was promotion. There's like 500 fighters at that gym, and only 2 people he has beef with, Jorge Masvidal and Dustin Poirier. And all of a sudden, Joanna Jedrzejczyk comes out of nowhere and starts trashing him. Oh, I hope he loses, this and that. Because she's friends with Jorge Masvidal. Like no one else is friends with Jorge Masvidal. That's just ridiculous. And then she's saying the dirty Dianas. Have you looked at your Instagram, Joanna Jedrzejczyk? She's taking some pretty scantily clad pictures with her fake tits. And people can say she's acting like a dirty Diana. Not to mention ring girls. Those girls dressed up in Kobe's videos, they look like ring girls, something the ring girls would wear.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're dirty Dianas, this and that.
So here's the thing. So the thing is not the dirty Diana thing that he made. It was that he was bad for the taste of the gym. I don't give a fuck if he has these girls wandering around him or whatever. I know Joanna Jedrzejczyk had made comments about it, saying that he was bringing these dirty Dianas in, is what she called them. But that's not the problem. The problem is he's going after his own teammates. That's where my problem was. I believe that if you are a part of a gym, there's a level of loyalty there that should not be broken. And to have that kind of feud between a fighter and other fighters in his own team, in his, part of his team, I think it leaves a bad taste in the mouth of fans for that gym. You understand? So it has nothing to do with who he's bringing around or anything like that. I could give a fuck. I know that he's a shit talker and everything like that. As long as he keeps his teammates' names out of his mouth. For him to go after his own teammates, I think it leaves a bad taste for the gym.
Okay, but Jorge Masvidal started this. He's the one who was trashing Colby, saying, "Oh, this dude, these trash talkers, this and that." Everybody knew he was referring to Colby Covington. He did everything but say Colby Covington's name. Everybody knew Masvidal was shitting on Colby Covington, but he didn't have the balls to come out and say his name publicly. Masvidal started this. And that Dustin Poirier thing, what'd he say? He can't get a stop the takedown. I mean, that was, I didn't agree with that. He shouldn't have said that, but he apologized for it. He actually apologized. So that's 2 people out of the 500-person gym, and all of a sudden he's bashing the gym and this and that. That's just ridiculous. And Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Hold on a second. King K is coming in.
Poirier picked Lawler and Maia to beat Colby first.
Actually, I think that's correct. Yeah, Poirier was the one that picked Lawler over Covington. I think Covington got that little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I think he's right about that.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. So
Yeah.
That's another example. I mean, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, remember what she used to do? She was getting in people's faces with Rose, and people were like, why the fuck she's acting like that? She's acting like a bully. And then what does she do? She gets in Zhang Weili's face, and it's real disrespectful. I mean, the same could be said about Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I mean, she's not the most classiest person in the gym, and doesn't represent the American top team the right way, doesn't bring the light on it the right way. So this whole idea, you got to represent and act like martial artists. No, man, this is fighting. They're savages. This is how they act. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. As far as this Tony Ferguson goes, dude, they tried to burn him multiple times. They stripped him when he tore his ACL. Dana White was making fun of him, saying, he's wearing glasses indoors, this and that. Tony Ferguson better sit this one out unless they're ready to open up that checkbook, unless you're going to pay him big money, because
I agree.
There's no way he should take a fight with Justin Gaethje, a dangerous animal like Justin Gaethje.
100%.
Especially since the way they treated him, stripping him of his belt, Dana White making fun of him with that injury. No way. Tony Ferguson deserves a title shot. Either sit out, or they better be paying him millions. I had to leave it at that.
All right. So
that has got to be the best way to put it.
I don't disagree, though.
There's no better way.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Like, the Gaethje fight is dangerous. And the risk is higher than the reward in that fight. So it doesn't make any sense. That's why I throw Masvidal in the mix.
Yeah.
Because at least Kevin talks about pay. You're going to get paid if you fight Jorge. If you throw like some dopey novelty fight together between the two of them real quick, a BMF. I mean, these two are BMFs, right? Masvidal has that ridiculous belt. I can't even believe I'm saying this right now. It takes a pandemic for me to want a BMF fight. That's what it takes right now. But it makes sense.
Well, it's not that you want it. It's the fight that makes the most sense in your head. And,
yeah.
And I can't disagree with you. I mean, if we were to choose from all three potential contenders, it would be Jorge Masvidal, because Tony has nothing to lose. It's not that you want that fight to happen.
Yeah, if he loses, if he gets knocked out by Masvidal, no one's going to give a fuck. They'll do it at 170, right? And he took it to save a card. He could jump right back down to 155 and go after Khabib. Now, the problem is, what if he gets severely hurt? You know,
exactly
he's 36 years old.
Earlier.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
I said, why risk Ferguson or Ferguson getting hurt, or even Conor getting hurt? Say Conor was in the mix, and not having that contention 1 or 2 months down the road because they're injured and they got suspended for a certain amount of time until they heal. You can't do that.
But this is the thing. He's 36 years old. The way this man trains, the way this man fights, the party's going to stop soon. What is he going to do? Just keeps waiting for Khabib? You know? Like, what is he going to do? Just keep waiting? He took the Cowboy fight. That one ended weirdly. But what is he going to do? If he just keeps waiting around, we're just getting robbed of Tony Ferguson fights, and he's getting robbed of paychecks. So the guy's got to make money eventually. Go for the paycheck. Lobby for Masvidal. Say you're going to kick his ass or some shit like that. Get paid some bucks. If you win or lose, chances are you still get a shot at that belt. That's what I say. But what does the caller say, Jesse? The number is 516-522-0267. All right.
Call in. Let us know what you think.
I was surprised Kevin going into the soap opera to start it off with Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
But you know what? I have a story on it too. I'm glad he brought it up because I wanted to segue into it.
We'll get into that story.
It's the knitter.
Knitter.
Hey, hi Chris. Hey Jesse.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, I think Tony should wait. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I want to see the fight, but I think he should wait. I mean, you know, I wanted him to fight, but it's like, I don't know, risk injury if he fights.
Exactly.
Like Gaethje, or you were saying Masvidal.
Yeah.
And if he gets hurt, then it's going to be put off even longer. I mean, maybe when this whole thing gets a little better, maybe they have the card later.
100%.
You know, maybe reschedule.
Wait, so do you think this is going to be so here's the problem. And I know a lot of people kept saying, "Oh, it could happen, you know, maybe in a couple weeks, or it could happen in a couple months." But don't forget that Khabib has Ramadan. So with that, he won't be back until September. If this fight does not take place on April 18th, we won't see him again until September. So are you willing to wait until September to see this fight happen, or do you want to see Tony fight someone else as he waits for that contender spot?
The way this pandemic is going, I mean, you might have to wait until September.
Yeah, I just hate to see Tony get injured and then end up the whole thing altogether will be nothing at all. Even come September, if he can fight that, fights then it'd be nothing. I mean, I can understand him wanting a paycheck, and gosh, if he gets hurt, I mean, geez, that would put it off even farther.
Yeah.
And we know how Tony is. He's a beast. I mean, but he can't get hurt, you know?
All right, who wins, though?
That happen.
In your opinion, who wins, Khabib or Ferguson?
Well, does it matter anymore?
Wait, no. I just want to know.
I think Tony. I said Tony because
this son of a bitch. Hang up on her.
She's
Hang
right.
up on her now.
No.
Because Khabib ran.
That. You knew that. You knew that. You knew so funny.
I was hoping you were going to give the right answer, Ann.
Nothing against Khabib at all. I love Khabib too. He's a great fighter. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just sometimes, like you say, you just want to see somebody's go. You know, you just want to. You know,
What, you just want to see? Bye-bye. You just want to see Khabib lose just to lose?
Yeah, and tell him we're sick of Khabib.
What? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Let someone else win.
I'm just kidding. Gosh.
And I can't handle you anymore.
I like this logic.
I'm joking.
I can't. And go away. Go away. I can't handle this anymore.
Look on your face.
And do you think Khabib was scared? Do you think Khabib was scared? That's why he flew to Russia?
Trick question.
Answer
nah.
Oh,
all right, okay.
Thank God. You at least said something smart.
I was waiting for her to piggyback. All right.
Oh, and you guys, you know, you were making fun of the SAG, you know, the Chael Sonnen thing. My friend won. He beat Ellenberger in the first round.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, wow.
Ellenberger was.
Yes.
Who was Ellenberger supposed to fight that pulled out? I can't.
Condit.
Oh yeah, Carlos Condit. Yeah. And then your buddy came. Oh, that's funny, huh?
And Ben filled in last minute. Yes, he was practicing with his wife and his kid.
Wow.
To be fair, he did it last minute. So it was good. I saw it, man. He just it was like it was nothing. He just like, wow.
Chael Sonnen was saying that Jake Ellenberger is like the Fertitta brothers' security guard. Did you hear about this? He walks around with them.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, he's like their bodyguard. Jake Ellenberger is the Fertitta brothers.
No, for Lorenzo.
Yeah. Well, it's not for both of them?
No, just Lorenzo.
Oh, just Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
How about that? Look at that. I never knew. I never would have thought of Ellenberger being a bodyguard, but look at that. I guess if any, I mean, he could fuck someone up, but now maybe he's not his bodyguard. Maybe your friend should be the bodyguard since he lost.
Could be. I guess next to be up for him will be Condit. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be happen.
That's cool.
So,
oh, good for him. How was the how was the submission
really
on the ground? I actually, like, all joking aside, I actually do enjoy it. We probably should have reacted to that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, if
I do
you
enjoy
watch
it.
him, you would enjoy it a lot. It's just he's so smooth. He's just
It's actually
great. He just
it's fun to watch. I watched Iaquinta versus Mike Perry, and I was really into it. Like I was surprisingly into the grappling and the points and stuff like that. No striking. Like you wait for the strikes to happen, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah, it's not bad. It's really entertaining. I mean, they just don't sit there and look like idiots, you know.
What did they do? They had no one. I'm assuming no one in the crowd. How many fights did they have, or grappling matches did they have?
I can't remember how many they had. I just got to see Ben's fight because someone posted it. So, from what I understand, just the minimum, which I think was they're only allowed to have 8, and I think Chael wasn't even. He was out.
He wasn't there, huh?
Somebody else to do it. Yeah. So they weren't even allowed to have. Yeah, I think it was total 8 total in there when they'd be in the gym at a time. So he wasn't allowed when he was announcing the fight.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of funny like that. But hey, you got to do what you got to do.
All right.
I mean, I felt, like you said, you know, safe and all that with the fighters taken care of. But like you said, that, you know, everybody's being as safe as possible, and you know, they need money, so hey, got to do what you got to do. So
there you go. All right,
his gym is closed down, so you know.
Yeah, well, every gym is closed down now. I mean, you can't train anywhere. I train with Jesse in the living room. We train with
there you go.
We do. I put her in a pretzel. Figure 4. All right, Ann. And anything else?
Oh, you're so cute, man.
Nah, that's good. Just shout out to all the OGs. They know who they are.
All right.
Love you guys.
We love you too, Ann. Have a good night.
I thought she said shut up to all the OGs.
Shut up, OGs. Shut up, OGs. 516-522-0267. Hopefully everyone is enjoying this pandemic or making the best of it. I mean, it's pretty messed up. It's getting worse and worse. Every time I was just watching a little Trump, and I was just like, I think I've had enough. I think I'm tapping out from the pandemic.
201, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what's on your mind?
It's Aiden.
What's up, Aiden?
So, I'm really upset right now.
Okay.
I kind of feel bad for Tony Ferguson because he definitely deserves a title shot against Khabib. But Khabib decided to run to Russia and act like a pussy.
Jess, would you like to take this?
No, because Aiden says horrible things, and I don't want to engage in this.
He's not wrong.
I don't want to engage in this back and forth. I'll leave this to you, Chris.
He's probably in the toilet eating tiramisu right now.
Jess, what do you think?
Aiden?
He doesn't have to weight cut anymore.
I don't care how the fuck old you are. I will fucking pummel your ass if you keep opening your mouth.
I will pummel you.
You can try. What are you, like 4 foot tall? Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
I'm 5'10".
5'10".
You're a 5'10", 12-year-old? Get the fuck out of here.
He's
That's
5'10".
bullshit.
He's been eating. That's right.
Okay.
You get teabagged.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Get teabagged.
Jesus.
You get teabagged.
That's his catchphrase.
Fucking 12-year-old.
516-522-0267.
I can't with this kid.
The teabagging 12-year-old calling in. I want you to change your name to the teabagging 12-year-old.
A 5'10", 12-year-old.
Oh, man. Aiden. God damn.
He
right,
always
though.
ends every conversation with me with "get teabagged." He says it every time.
He says that to his mom if the supper is not correct.
You know what, Mom? Get teabagged.
Clean your room. Get teabagged.
843, you're live with the MMA Holes. Name what's on your mind. All right.
Gone. 516-522-0267. Give us a call right now. Talk to us. Khabib, Tony is a no-go. Not happening. Jesse says it is. I'm like, no, it's not happening.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
How about Dana White coming out and saying, guaranteeing this fight was going to happen? He was all sure about it. I'm going to make this fight happen, this and that. And what happens a week later? The fight's not going to happen. It's getting canceled. So there's Dana White lying again, backtracking, falling on empty promises. Another example of that. Anyway, take it easy.
Well, he's still sticking to his guns.
I got to say,
He's saying it's happening.
Kevin is gold tonight.
Now you're understanding the value of Kevin from Chicago.
I always have understood the value of Kevin. Listen,
Take it easy.
There's going to be a couple days out of the week where I'm not feeling it, but some nights I'm feeling it. And tonight, I'm feeling it, Moss.
What do you think?
I think Kevin is pretty funny tonight. I'm not going to
So,
lie.
all right, let's piggyback off of what Kevin said.
Okay.
Dana White saying everyone's a bunch of pussies, this and that.
Yeah, it's making
Then
empty promises.
He lets Khabib go over to Russia.
He didn't
right?
let
He
Khabib.
let him go. He should say, listen, we don't know exactly where this is at.
There's not even a confirmation that
And then he
Khabib-
lets Khabib run for the Dagestani hills. He let him go. Khabib just left him. And then Dana's just sitting there like, now what the hell do I do? That's what he did. Calling everyone a bunch of pussies, and now this fight that he's saying is going to happen doesn't look like it's going to happen now. Tisk, tisk, Mr. White. Tisk, tisk to you. How dare you. And by the way, that movie sucked. The Hunt, Dana White.
Oh, it was horrible.
That movie sucked.
It was so bad.
He's telling everyone to watch this movie, The Hunt.
I sat through it and I looked at him. I was like, what the fuck?
It's terrible.
843, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Khabib touched down in Russia and took a fucking seat.
Who is this?
He left. He said he touched down in Russia and took a seat.
Took a shit.
Or sheet. Sheet on
Come
bus.
on, Moss.
516-522.
You liked The Hunt?
Man,
Mo
it was
Green.
bad.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I wanted to be good so bad.
Get out of my sight. Get out of my... I don't want anything to do with you.
All right,
That was
I'm going to
the
stop the calls
worst-
for a second.
That was the worst.
Hold on. Let me just say this, okay? The Hunt, like Dana White said, no spoilers. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I should ruin the movie for you. But it was it started off dumb, like Dana White did say, and then he said it started to pick up and get really good, right? It did start to pick up, and you're like, oh, okay, this could be something good. Once you get to the end of that movie, you're gonna question,
like middle to end.
Yeah, you just lose it. It just all falls off. The wheels just fall off immediately. I don't know what the hell happened, and
It's horrible.
I love fucked up movies.
Also, Underwater.
All right, well, that movie sucked. It doesn't matter. Right?
Fucking horrible, man.
I didn't expect anything from that.
732, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Justin Jr., I got a couple points to make.
All right, Justin.
First of all, I know, I want to believe it. I want to believe the fight's going to happen, but it's hard to believe Dana when half of the stuff he says, it's a lie or it doesn't come true. He said that women wouldn't fight in MMA. Turns out they do a couple years later. Also, 18 days to find a location and to get the fighters to the location with the whole pandemic going on. I want to believe it. The fight's going to come true, but it's a little bit hard to believe. My prediction, I want Tony to win just like most of the people in the chat, but I got Khabib by decision, Also, I don't know if you guys saw Kamaru's live Instagram, but he called out Jorge on Instagram. I understand where Kamaru's coming from. He knows Jorge, he knows Kamaru's fighting style will just be horrible for Jorge. When you look at Jorge's fight history, the grapplers, he loses to them, and also ESPN MMA, the DC and HELWANI show. I saw you guys in the chat. DC, nice guy. He didn't take any shots at John Jones or wasn't happy that DC wasn't happy that John got arrested.
Yeah, you're right. He actually took the classy approach. I was surprised. I was not surprised. I wasn't
surprised. DC's a nice guy, and also the Mark Coleman documentary. It's in my watch later. I haven't seen it yet.
Check it out.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, especially you.
Yeah.
He's your buddy.
Mark Coleman's a nice guy.
Yeah, that was really good. Check it out. Mark Coleman on...
That's the call.
All right. Okay. You said a lot. Well, I mean, where do we start? I should have wrote down.
Let's just move on.
He did it quick. I got to give him that. Like he gave us like 20 things, and I can't remember any of them. What did it?
I wasn't listening. I never
listened. What the fuck did he say?
I never listened to
the DC thing.
Justin,
I'm with him. I think DC. That whole beef with John Jones is done. So I don't see why DC would jump on him even more. DC did tell a story about when he was younger and he got arrested and he got into trouble and this and that, and I don't know. Yeah, he said the right thing. I think DC and Ariel are good together. I do like them together as a show.
I don't want it to be a continuous thing.
I don't think they're bad. I don't.
Listen, I don't think they're horrible, but I gotta say DC.
I like them better than Luke and the other guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. DC's personality has changed a lot. I've noticed, like, especially as of late. I don't know. He's got like this weird. It's hard to explain, but I don't like it. I like
DC?
I like the older version DC, like the more humble.
What do you mean?
Like he's very smart. A very opinionated guy, but like I don't know. There's just like this weird vibe about him that I'm getting now that I never used to get.
What is the vibe though? Like
I don't know. Like he's just not himself. It feels like he's putting on a facade a little bit.
He's just having fun now.
I don't even think it's that. It's like a weird. I can't really explain it. I like it. I like the DC Ariel thing, but I don't know if I could watch it as a regular thing. As the pandemic thing, I could see.
If Ariel and DC did a morning combat, I would watch that. I would totally watch that. The other it's trash. The Showtime shit is trash.
Because it's brutal to watch. That's
just bad.
You have two people with no character.
But there has to be chemistry, and I believe that DC and Ariel do have like a little.
Yeah, there's
chemistry,
I get what you're saying. The other morning comment, there's no chemistry, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a different version of DC we're getting now, and I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way a little bit. I love DC. I've always been a DC fan, and I'll never stop being a DC fan. But I just feel like his personality's changing a little bit. I don't know what it is.
So what are you trying to say? You don't like him then?
I do love him. I'll always love DC. I just feel like there's a facade. Like there's a fake blinder that he's kind of putting up
Okay,
now.
why don't you say this? He is making his TV personality character. That's what he's doing right now. You feel this
he
is a
had
character.
character though.
No, but you
had
feel
character.
that he's trying to
He's
make
changing the character.
Okay, fine.
And I don't like it.
Fair enough. Usman. That's what Justin Jr. threw in the mix, saying that he called out Masvidal, saying that he wants to defend his belt. He says, "Get ready, start the weight cut. Let's go UFC 249. We'll take it. We'll save the show." Would you be cool with that?
Nah.
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 What do you mean, nah?
Nah.
You would be cool with that?
Nah.
What's up, everybody? It's the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman here.
Yo, check out my fucking chocolate pecs.
Guys, I don't usually do this. I don't usually get on here to try to air things out, but this one kind of hit close to home because, when you got people trying to take advantage of a situation like this, there's a global pandemic going on. People are losing their lives. People have lost their jobs. People can't eat.
How far can we get into this? I didn't see this yet. How far do you think I can make it through
Let's
this?
see. I haven't
People
seen
at
it
home,
either.
stuck at home. And, this clown and his management team thought that this would be a good time to clout chase, to try to jump on and take advantage of the situation. So I got to air it out. I should have put him on blast like my manager told me, put him on blast a couple of days ago when this all unfolded. But I said, no, that's not my
How
style.
does he?
Are you talking about Colby?
Oh, we're gonna find out. How does he stay so ripped, Jesse? This is unbelievable.
He's still
I
training.
feel
for
that he has a special superpower. I think when he was a baby, he was shredded.
Maybe.
It's the Nigerian
I want
gene
to
or
find out
something
if he's
like that.
talking about Colby.
I don't like to do that. But after today, I'm going to tell you guys
I
what really
smell.
happened.
Oh God! Did you smell that? He fucking burped right.
I hate when people do that.
It's in his fist. Did you see he put the burp in his fist? Look at this. Watch this.
Couple days ago,
He cupped it. He's gonna huff it after
all
the
unfolded.
Watch this.
But I said, no, that's not my style. I don't like to do that. But after
And then he keeps it in his fist. He's like holding it there. This is a 6-minute video. He's gonna keep
I wanna
the
see what
burp
he's
in his
talking about.
fist.
today,
His fist is still closed, Jesse.
tell you guys what really happened.
Oh, it's still
Guys,
in
last week, obviously, I had an inclination that the Khabib and Tony fight was in jeopardy because Khabib had gone out of the country thinking that the fight was going to take place out of the country due to the fact that we had closed all of our commissions here. So he went out. Unfortunately, now he's stuck out because, they're closing the borders. People can't come in and
Get to the fucking point.
Stop. I want to hear.
And so I did what I needed to do. I knew there's a ton of guys on this cards, a lot of guys that aren't making that much money, haven't fought in a long, long time, and they needed to fight. So you know what I did? I called Dana White and I said, Dana, you know what? I want to save that event. I want Masvidal. Word for word. Wallahi.
What? Wallahian? What does that mean?
Wait,
Jesse?
so he wanted Masvidal for 249?
Yes. What the fuck? Where have you been?
Stop,
I just
boss.
said
I
that.
wanna listen. Shut
I
up.
literally just said it before we
Play.
went here. She doesn't even listen.
Can you shut up?
I gotta just say this real quick.
Oh, God.
We're gonna play it.
Why do you do this to me?
If you call in and you're insulted that Jesse doesn't listen to you, don't worry about it because she doesn't even listen to her own co-host, for God's sakes. I'm so sad.
God, you're so sensitive. Play the fucking video.
I swore on everything. Texted Dana and said, guys, I want Masvidal. I'm going to save this event. And this.
I believe it. Do you believe it?
Can you play, please?
Do you
I wanna
believe
hear
it,
what he
though?
says.
We're doing a reaction here. Do you
Yeah,
believe it?
I'm reacting in a second. I want to hear
Just
what he
look
says.
at his tits and shut up.
I'm
Said,
not
"All
looking
right,
at his tits.
we're going to work on it. I'm texting my manager. We're going back and forth. My manager said, you know what? They just reached out back to us and they said, his management team said, we can't locate Masvidal. You can't locate the guy? They couldn't locate him.
Because he's Jesus. You can't locate Jesus, you idiot.
They're looking for him. They can't find him. That's word for word. Wallahi, what they said.
What is Wahali?
I don't know.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know what it
Wahalian?
means. No.
I said, okay, you know what, guys? I'll give you 24 hours to try to find him. Okay. 24 hours go by. I got my sweats on. The next day I'm in the gym. Weighing in 194 already. I'm in the gym. I said, I'm going to get this weight off. It's almost 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks. I'm going to get all the weight off. And I'm going to get in there and I'm going to save this event. 24 hours go by. They call back and they say, well, he doesn't need to fight. He doesn't want to fight. Hasn't really been training. That he's not going to take the fight.
What? All right, is that real?
I believe it.
He is not going to take the fight. All right, so he's out. Oh, that throws a whole monkey wrench into the whole
So
game.
now it's between Gaethje and Poirier.
that he's too fat, that he's been drinking too much of that ridiculous or whatever that drink is that he's
probably eating too much Joanna pussy.
Drinking. That he's too fat. He can't fight. I said, what? I thought he was the goon, this and that. They said he can't fight. I said, man. And after that day, I had got off like 6 pounds that day. I said, okay.
He busted a nut. 6 pounds right out of his cock, Jesse. You know what I mean? Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Fine. Goes off. A couple of days go by, and my management said, you know, you should put him on blast for that. And I said, no, that's not really my style. I don't want to do all that. But he said, guess what? They're so low. If the situation was reversed, they were on this side, they would do that.
He's
and
not
I said,
wrong.
That's fine. You know, they're not the champ. I'm the champ. I don't need to do that. So my management said, okay, we're not going to say nothing. So today, the news break, first thing these guys do, jump on Twitter, try to clout chase, try to get fans on their side. Oh, I'm free April 18th. You're free. No, you're not free. If you're free, call Dana White right now. They're not free. He's running his mouth because he's trying to clout chase right now.
Let's be honest.
You know what, though? He's not wrong. Because Jorge Masvidal's team, as much as I like Masvidal, his team would have done that. They would have fucking jumped that shit. They would have been a lion on sheep with this situation. And the fact that Usman didn't do it, I mean, that shows you some fucking character here.
You know what? Let's be honest. Jorge Masvidal does not need Kamaru Usman.
No,
even though
but
he has the belt.
Usman doesn't need Masvidal. Usman is using Masvidal right now for the name. He's keeping his name in the
that's
headlines.
what I'm saying.
But he doesn't need him. If you really think about it, Usman could have Covington. He could have Masvidal if you really wanted to argue that.
Usman needs a dance partner. He is
I can
it's
think
embarrassing
of 3 right now.
Listen, we said from the very beginning that Kamaru Usman was going to be a champion. The guy is a fantastic fighter. No matter what, he is very good at 170. Take away all the cringe. With that being said,
I agree, Ronald. He is a pawn in the game.
He has the belt, and no one gives a fuck. He is a champion that no one cares about.
That's why he's doing this. It's not about...
He's the one chasing.
It's not just about using Masvidal's name. This is about him keeping his name relevant. The reason why he's making posts like this is because he realizes that because he holds the belt and nobody gives a fuck, he's in a bad situation.
But don't you
It's not like he's like, oh, let's pull other people's names. No, he's just trying to make some publicity for himself. He has the following. He needs to start doing it, and that's exactly what he's doing
Don't
here.
you think this makes him look worse?
No.
He comes across as more annoying and chasing
you could
Jorge
easily say that, but you
Masvidal
could say
around.
that about Henry Cejudo. You could say that about anybody who's ever held the belt.
Yeah, but Lisa Cejudo's got his little shtick, his gimmick. What is the gimmick here? You're just annoying?
Listen, everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own persona that they put across, right? So you just let him have it. Whether I've even said 1,000,000 times that Usman is annoying the way he talks.
This man
but he's not wrong.
Is the champion. He is the champion, okay? So they should be chasing him. That's what I'm saying here. Usman should be sitting there saying, come get it. Let's go.
Usman is looking to save a pay-per-view. It's not like, oh, who's going to chase who here? It's not about that. He's looking
a pay-per-view?
to save a pay-per-view.
He's looking to save
If
his
the idea
paycheck.
of Khabib versus Tony falls through and they don't have someone to take place for Khabib, and Tony Ferguson doesn't have a dance partner, what happens to the pay-per-view? Nothing. It gets squashed. So what does Usman do? The smartest thing that any champion could do. I will replace that pay-per-view main event. Give me this dance partner.
So you're saying that Usman is doing something good here?
I think he's doing something smart for his own career.
What is he doing?
I just told you. What did you miss?
No, but I mean, what is he doing that's smart here? If anything, no one gives a fuck even more. Like, I legit...
You clearly do, because you're sitting here watching him.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington. I don't want to see Usman in UFC 249. And if I do see Usman in UFC 249, I want to see him fight Jorge Masvidal. That's what I want to see him fight.
That's what he's talking about.
Because of Jorge Masvidal, not because of Usman. Usman is clout chasing.
You want to see it because of both people who fight. You don't want to see one fight because of one person.
He's the fucking champion. What is he doing?
You don't ever want to see a fight because of one fighter. You want to see it because of both fighters combined.
She's defending Usman, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is going on here? I want to vomit.
So because I'm not defending someone that you would normally defend, all of a sudden it's wrong.
Oh my God.
They're talking about Usman said no. Usman is saying yes right now. What's up? We can still make the fight.
This guy. She's defending that guy.
Fight. They don't want the fight. But guys, let me tell you guys the real reason why I wanted the fight. The real reason I wanted the fight is because, guys, This guy's so much hype. He understands. He knows he can't hold a candle to who I am, to what I can do.
We all know that. So why are you bothering with him?
Play it so we can listen?
You're calling a guy out that you're going to dominate. What the fuck kind of champion? What the hell is going? You're going to dominate this man.
Okay, nobody cares. Come on.
He used to fight at 155.
Play it.
He knows that. This guy's all hype. He relies on the hype. He relies on all the casual fans to jump on the bandwagon. That's what he's relying on. But I knew that fight would not have people in the stands. It would be empty. So old school wrestling style, like I've been doing way back in high school. Just us in the gym. We don't need the crowd. We don't need anybody. You know why, guys? Because I want you guys to hear what I'm going to say to him in there. I want you guys to hear every blow. I want you guys to hear, once I take him down, every punch, every elbow, every ground and pound strike I throw.
Marty, you're going to beat the shit out of him. That's why he doesn't want to fight you right now. He's looking to get paid. You're not going to give him the check that he wants. So move on. It's not going to happen. Fight Gilbert Burns.
I want you guys to hear him squeal like the pig that he is. I'm not even sure he's Cuban, guys. He could be Puerto Rican or Dominican or something. And nobody even knows. And they're not even claiming him. Not even Mexico is claiming him. Y'all seen him wearing the Mexican colors one day. The next day he's wearing this, he's wearing that. Nobody's claiming this guy. But I wanted you guys to hear him squeal. Squeal like a pig, like the little bitch that he is. I wanted you guys to hear all the sounds.
Do you understand what he's doing here?
You know what this reeks? This reeks Ali Abdelaziz.
Do you understand what he's doing here? He's literally putting bait out, because by him saying, imagine your rival, someone that you did not get along with at all, started saying that they wanted to hear you squeal like a pig. What would you do?
I would say he's gay.
No, what would you do the first moment you heard him say, I was gonna make him squeal like a pig?
Jesse,
you would have said something back, right?
You know what I hear?
Listen to me. Stop.
But
you would have said something back, would you have not?
I am not even listening to him, and I'm not listening to you. All I hear right now
Listen to me.
is
That's
Ali.
What I'm telling you. Fuck him, fuck Ali, fuck everything.
Let me ask you a question.
If your rival told you I was going to make him squeal like a pig, you would have said something back.
You sound like Marty right now.
You're not even listening.
What are you talking about pigs? I don't want to talk about pigs.
See, you're not fucking listening. Open your fucking ears. You're not ignorant, all right?
Okay.
Stop acting like you're ignorant. You're
all
not.
All right. Jesus. Why are you getting so mad?
If someone that you had a huge beef with said, I was going to make him squeal like a pig about you, you would have said something back.
I would just laugh.
No, you wouldn't. You would have opened your mouth and you would have said something stupid.
You know what I would say?
And that's exactly what he's baiting Masvidal to do
Can I talk
right now.
Can I talk?
No, because you're not letting me talk. You're not letting me finish.
You just asked me a question. Why would you ask me a question and keep talking?
Because you didn't answer it. You just want to state your opinion. You don't give a fuck about answering the question.
Yeah, I'm going to answer the question. If I was Jorge Masvidal, I would get on social media and I would say, you're the champ and you need me?
So you would have said something.
Pretty sad.
My point.
And I would have just been like, I'm not
something.
taking the fight.
So that is bait.
Why is it the bait? I would have said, no, I'm good.
You said you would have said something. So
what do you mean?
Jorge Masvidal.
He is the champion trying to pull a guy in
that
fought for the BMF belt.
Yes, he's baiting.
He is doing Ali Abdelaziz. That's what he's doing right now. All I hear is Ali Abdelaziz.
That you're not actually seeing what he's doing here. Like, you're not seeing the actual strategy.
I don't want to see the fight now. I don't want to see it.
It's not about. I don't give a fuck if you want to see the fight. It's not about that.
Jesse.
He's baiting Jorge Masvidal to feed into this and to say something back so that it creates this hype and the media jumps on it and it creates this whole thing. And next thing you know, what do you have? Lo and behold, Masvidal versus Usman.
Listen.
You're not listening to that part.
He is begging a man to fight him that he knows he could beat up.
God.
Makes me not want to watch it. Sorry. I kind of don't want to see it. He knows he could beat up Jorge, so he's calling him out. Makes me think less of Usman as a champion.
I don't care what you think about him. I
don't want to see the fight.
If you fucking love him and want to suck his cock, or if you fucking hate him and want to chop his head off. I don't give a fuck about that. It's not about that.
Why are you getting mad?
It's about what he's doing here, and you're missing that because you're so focused on, it's Ali talking, or Usman is being cringy because he has no shirt on and he's showing his pecs. No one gives a fuck. Look at what he's doing.
Jesse, I don't even care. I'm going to turn this video off. I'll play the rest of it.
Because of everything else
and honestly, all I'm going to say is, hey, can we get a dance partner for Khabib and Tony, or get a dance partner for Tony?
God, you make me want to kill myself sometimes.
I don't care about Usman. I don't care. Like, this video did not do anything. It did nothing.
Okay.
I literally just sat through 6 minutes.
If he had a shirt on, I guarantee you would have paid attention to what he was saying.
So then, does that mean, do you want to suck his cock? Because you sounds like it right now.
No, I'm trying to tell you what he's fucking doing. You're not listening.
Listen. Just because I have a small penis.
You're so insecure.
Doesn't mean that. What do you mean insecure?
You're so. Oh, does that mean you want to suck his cock?
You
no,
brought up
I
the
just fucking
cocksucking.
told you what his game is here, what he's trying to do.
You get so mad?
Because you don't listen.
I was listening.
You don't.
Jesse.
You know, if you argue to me that you were listening, I will fucking slap you in the face.
Let me just
you
make
were
this,
not listening.
Let me just make this very clear to you, Jesse. You are entitled to your opinion.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
Fine.
I just disagree.
Fair.
And that's fine too.
Fair.
So
Only
relax.
if you're listening, you're allowed to disagree.
You're saying that Usman is trying to sell himself. It's very simple.
No, I said.
What are you trying to say?
I said Usman's trying to bait Masvidal.
Yeah, he's trying to
He's not
sell.
trying to sell himself.
He's trying to bait Masvidal.
He's baiting Masvidal
No
into
shit,
creating
Sherlock.
a
I
response.
think we all know that.
Now you say no
But we
shit.
all know
now,
that.
After
But
I
what-
had given you a full-on speech, now it's no
Okay,
shit.
but Jesse, please stop yelling. All I'm saying is we all know this. You're playing Captain
no,
Obvious
it's
right
not.
now.
It's not a Captain Obvious. You weren't listening.
Why should we care?
I just fucking told you. What did you miss? Now you're laughing because you're insecure because I did
no.
tell you and you weren't
You're
listening.
being a psychopath.
I'm being a psychopath because you weren't listening.
Jesse, can we talk about Usman?
We are.
Instead of you screaming
We are
and yelling.
talking about Usman.
Talking about
What are
I
you
was
missing?
listening to you.
Thank you. I am right. Thank you. I appreciate
All right.
that. Because he
Ladies
wasn't
and
listening.
gentlemen.
Oh, shocker. A man wasn't listening.
Team Usman over here. Team, hey, I'm the champion. Stay in my lane. Do what I got to do. I'm all about selling
You're
a fight.
nauseating.
But chasing poor Usman,
You're sickening.
chasing fucking Masvidal, who you know you're going to beat, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I just don't give a fuck. Let me know what the chat says, or we'll finish this. Because, I mean, she's drooling all over this guy.
The weird sounds that he's gonna make once I'm elbowing, I'm slicing up his face. Once I'm dropping hammers on his face.
We know
I wanted
you're
you
gonna
guys
do
to
that.
Hear all that. Nobody in the stands. No fans to cheer him on, so he feels like he's somebody.
Marty, we all know you're going to beat him. No one cares.
Nobody, just me and him. That's why I like to break guys. That's what I do to guys. I break them physically.
I like to beat guys I know I could beat.
Break them mentally. Once guys fight me, they're never the same. And that's what I wanted you guys to hear. That's why
I like to beat guys that fought at 155.
I said I would take that fight. I hadn't been training, but I'll take the fight. Because
I want to fight Conor if he comes in too.
I want you guys to hear what I do to
any 135ers want to fight me.
To this guy inside. And now this guy's running around today. Him and his management team. I'm not even sure it's him. It's his management team tweeting for him. But guess what?
Did he just say it's his management team tweeting for him? What? Your manager is Ali Abdelaziz. He tweets for all of his guys. Oh my God. Did you just hear this, Jesse?
No, I wasn't listening.
Listen to this shit.
It's his management team tweeting for him. But guess what?
Ollie doesn't tweet for all his guys. He doesn't tweet for Gaethje. Gaethje tweets for himself.
I can't listen
Cejudo
anymore.
tweets for himself.
I can't. I am done. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Let's see what you have to say because, listen, Marty is good. Marty is the best 170 out there right now. He is the best. He is just amping up the cringe, and I can't take this anymore. I can't take it. It's just too much.
I love you too, MMA music.
All right, here we go. 516-522-0260. You calm now? Everything calmed down? Everything's good?
Yeah, I'm sorry if I got a little upset because you're not listening.
You love Ali's guys, man. The Khabibs, Justin Gaethje.
Listen,
Kamaru
it's not my
Usman.
fault if Ali promotes good fighters.
Yeah,
Like,
you love winners.
what am I gonna do?
You love the winners. 516-522-0267. Call us up. Let me know what you think about Kamaru Usman. I mean, we might as well go there. We got 8 minutes left in the show. Let's hear your thoughts on this. I mean, I just caught me off guard. Completely took a U-turn over here. Unknown caller, welcome to the show. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, John Savage.
What's up, drunk?
Seriously, that was the worst you've all have ever been. Honestly, that was the first time I wanted to turn you all off and unsubscribe for that Monty bullshit. That was just terrible. I'm sorry.
Jesse, you want to take this?
Nah, I listen, it is what it is. I already got done yelling at someone else for not fucking listening and for having, and so for being only listening to what they want to hear and for being so self-absorbed that they can't listen to other people's things. So if you have your own opinion, have your own opinion, because I'm not going to yell at anybody else for the fucking bullshit. Like, I just can't. I have no tolerance for it right now.
Why would you yell at Drunk Savage?
No,
I would.
was listening to y'all, but it's Marty. This thing was so fucking stupid. It was terrible fucking content. I'm sorry.
I agree.
It was so fucking cringe.
Jesse?
It wasn't you guys. It was him.
You can't bait me into this, Moss.
No, I'm just...
No, I know what you're doing.
Listen to what he's saying.
Jesse, what do you think about this? Are you
What?
going to yell at Drunk now?
All right, I'll talk
Jesse?
to Drunk then. Jesus, why
No,
is she
it
so
wasn't
mad, Drunk?
him. I mean, it wasn't you guys. It was him.
Thank you.
He was just so fucking cringe. You shouldn't even give him the time of day. That was so fucking terrible.
Do you think it's because his shirt was off? Do you think that's why Jesse...
There you go. I fucking told you guys.
Drunk, what do you think?
I said it, and he just confirmed it.
Do you think that's why, though, Jess? I mean, Drunk, what do you think? You think she just...
Was Malcolm that ripped?
Maybe, yeah. You got flashbacks of Malcolm.
Malcolm's mixed. How could I get flashbacks? And I was in what, junior high? Are you serious?
All right,
now?
let me ask this question, Jess. If
Yeah,
Drunk
Moss was
Savage,
exposed.
if Drunk Savage called up with his shirt off, would
Yeah.
you listen to him? Because you never listen to Drunk Savage. If
Yes,
his
I
shirt was
do.
off, would you listen?
There are specific people I can listen to, and there are specific people I can't.
We need you to call me
As
your shirt
much as
off.
I love you, you're very monotone, and it's difficult to listen to you.
But if his shirt was off, would
Same
you listen?
with Kevin a lot of times. So, but Drunk Savage, because he calls in and he's always half-wasted half the time, it's actually entertaining to listen to him. So I can listen to Drunk. He doesn't need his shirt off.
All right. Anyway, we dragged Jesse in for a little bit. We'll release now.
You don't need a release, Moss.
Anything
You're
else,
just being
Drunk?
a fucking idiot. You're making a fool of yourself.
Yeah. Jesse, how are you gonna say you don't want Colby versus Woodley on 249? That would be a fucking fire fight.
I do want Colby versus Woodley. I don't want it on 249. I think that they should have their own pay-per-view.
I don't know, this one's gonna be fucking huge, and they need all the big fights they can have.
You have to
I think it
understand,
should
too,
be,
though, they're putting together a fight card in the middle of a global pandemic where they're having a hard time finding matchups as it is. So for them to throw something together like Woodley and Colby Covington in 3 weeks' notice, first of all, Woodley's going to find some excuse. There's no doubt about it that he's going to find some excuse as to why he can't fight. And the fact that Colby called him out and then he said it was joking and Woodley called him out on joking and all this shit, there's no way they throw this together in 3 weeks. It logically does not make sense. And also, you have to
do it last week.
They weren't. Remember when Woodley said that Colby said that he was joking or some shit like that Colby wasn't actually serious and everything? It doesn't make any sense. They wouldn't be able to logistically get it put together in this 3 weeks.
Well, this might be the only card we're going to get for a very long time, so, they're going to make it big. I think it should be Tony Ferguson versus whoever, then Colby versus Woodley, Nagano versus Rosenstruck, then Cutie Labra versus what's his name that he was fighting last month.
Okay.
We don't
Cutie
need any
Labra.
primo fights. Fuck
He's
it.
in the U.S. too, they saying. So yeah, he can jump on there. All right, Drunk man. Thanks for the call, brother.
Oh, I saw you on COD last night. What do you think about it?
Oh.
Yeah, I practiced with a V-neck. I like it. Jesse hates it. She's not gonna play.
I don't like the first-person perspective. I like it in second-person perspective.
By the way,
you
we
get used to it.
Yeah, hold on. We got to get to the donations too. I just realized they were off for fucking like 30 minutes.
Come on, Moss.
I got to get those on. Anything else, Drunk?
No, that's about it.
All right, Drunk. Thank you for the call.
Thanks, Drunk.
Yeah. There's 5 minutes.
All right, Drunk Savage. Sorry about that. I just saw that the donations are paused during our Usman topless affair.
A Russian military aircraft flew right over your home this morning into JFK and dropped off medical supplies. I guess
looted.
Khabib wasn't on this flight? Dana owns a jet. Why can't he pick Khabib up? There's only restrictions on commercial flights. Love you, Holes.
Love you, Brazilian. Thank you for the donation. Sorry about the delay on that. I just noticed it. We got sidetracked for a second. And thank you for the donation. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hell
wonderful.
yeah. We got another one coming in over here. This is from Mr. Roberto Hernandez.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Who's lying? Jorge or Usman? Usman striking didn't look that good versus Colby. He looked stiff.
Maybe they're both lying. You can't put that past them, but
Nah.
I do believe that Usman had an agenda behind this video for sure.
Yeah, we all know that. I mean, I knew that too. Here's the thing, like, I don't hate Usman because I've been on
Yes, you do.
No, I've been on the Usman train from the beginning. I was
you
the
have, like,
one
every
that
problem
fucking
with
drove
him.
that train all the way to the belt. So I've always been on the Usman train. What I'm saying is this: now that he's the champion, I'm saying there's a problem here. There's a problem. The way he's marketing himself, he's going the Tyron Woodley route. I feel very Tyron Woodley right now.
But the difference is Woodley always came up with an excuse, and Woodley always blamed the UFC and Dana White for stereotyping and for having some weird like agenda behind their actions against Woodley. He thought they were racist and all this shit. Usman's never done that to the UFC.
I feel if you're gonna call out Jorge Masvidal, there are more clever ways of doing it than he did in that Instagram post, and that was my problem.
Smart.
With it.
I think what he did was smart by saying that he was going to make Jorge Masvidal squeal like a pig, like things like that. As minute as it sounds to a man, you're emasculating.
You know what I would do? I wouldn't even call out Jorge. I wouldn't even say his name. I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
I
so
would
you would
say-
approach it differently.
Yes, I would do it smart.
I'm saying I understand why he did that. He's trying to emasculate Jorge Masvidal and make him feel little because he knows
Who are you
Masvidal
looking
is
at?
going to say
Who are you
to
looking at
them.
in there? Who you? That guy?
To these guys.
Or that girl? Who are you
Yeah.
looking at? I see you looking into
You
the
always
camera.
tell me, look
I
at the
know,
camera.
I'm proud of her. I always tell her, look into the camera. You're in there.
And
Very
I
good.
did.
High five. Look at that, Jesse. When you make your point, you look at them. You try to steal their opinions over there. You get in there, you grab them. That's what you got to do. You got to look at them.
I've been working harder on
Yeah.
looking at the camera.
She doesn't look at you
And
guys.
then I do it and he makes fun of me for
Yeah,
it.
you got to look at them. That's where they all are. All 254 are sitting in there staring right at you. And you're looking all over the
Every
place.
show, he's like, why are you looking in the camera?
She's looking at herself. You look over there, they're in there.
And I look
Right?
in the camera.
When you address, when you make your opinion, you stare at them, for sure. Anyway, all right. That's that.
Okay.
Let's just rattle through the stories real quick because we did get
man,
sidetracked.
there's too many, Moss.
Well, let's just brush by. You know, the quick synopsis, the cliff notes, because we have a minute left.
All right, so possible location options for UFC 249. Florida is
Florida.
one. Nevada, the United Arab Emirates, which is in Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
Super chat.
Brazilian, what does he got?
DC versus Ngannou or Marty versus Colby or Woodley. All dynamite.
DC versus Ngannou, Marty versus Colby, Woodley or Woodley. I want to see Colby Woodley. I really want to see that. I think that should be on that card. That would be fire.
DC and Ngannou won't happen because Ngannou's going to face Rosenstruck.
DC he is not ready.
He's
made
going
it
to
very
fight
clear.
Steve
Yeah.
A for that last one.
If he comes back, yeah, Miocic and. But Ngannou versus Rosenstruck. Apparently, that's how you say his name, right? Rosenstruck. I think that's what Ariel says.
Yeah. Also, the international waters and nowhere.
But which one are we on here?
Shopping during a pandemic.
What are we on?
Doesn't matter. We're past it. You're on it.
Although cringe, Usman is smart for staying in the media. You said people don't give a fuck about him as a champ, but I would argue that they would care even less if he completely disappeared from social
See,
media.
but this is what I'm saying. I think everyone's missing my point. Thank you, Vlad. I think he should be very active on social media, but it sounds like he's begging Masvidal to fight.
No
That's what it sounds like.
He's just trying to emasculate him.
No, it's not
He's
working though.
belittling him.
But it doesn't work.
It works.
I feel you could do it in a way.
It works if someone can see it, and I can see what he's doing. Just
It's
because
just
you
not
don't
working.
See it.
No, it's not working.
Listen, you're saying it's not working because he approached it a different way than how you would have approached it.
Does
Just because
anyone-
you wouldn't have approached it the same way doesn't
Okay.
mean it doesn't work.
All right, let me put it to you this way. Fuck. When Henry Cejudo markets himself,
Yes.
we are talking about days after. Will you be talking about Marty Usman's video?
Yes, if we get a response from Masvidal, it will absolutely be in our headlines for the next show.
Jesse, oh my God.
There's
He did
no
a
doubt
shit
about it.
job there. Let's be honest. He did a shit job.
Because he didn't do it the way you would do
No, Ali got into his ear and says, hey, man, you got to be active on there. You got to start calling people out. Go after fucking Masvidal. You can go after him, but do it in a way that he looks like the champ. The way fucking Henry Cejudo does it, it is cringe, but people are talking about it. He has to do it in a way that people are going to talk about it. I am not going to... Once this show is over, I don't give a fuck about Usman and Masvidal.
I guarantee you say something about it before you go to sleep tonight.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. Now that I said that, though, you're going to try
Trust
not
me,
to say
I
something.
could give two fucks about Usman and Masvidal. I could, if Woodley and Covington, yes, I'm down. I'm all over that. Right now, Marty's only option is Masvidal, so I understand why he would want to go that route. But you're the champion. Do it in a way where it looks like you're the champ. Don't look like a
Can
pussy.
you give us your best
It's coming across
Valley
like a
Girl
puss.
accent?
It's killing me.
Like, oh my God.
My God.
My God.
Ariel, slap that booty. But.
Oh my god.
All right, let's see what Renee has to say.
Heavyweight fight with massive carnage will definitely kinda help with this Khabib fight if it falls through. Someone has to bleed. I mean, at this point it could be a whole fight of cans and I would watch the whole card.
Yeah,
Cheers,
right.
holes.
Let's be honest, that's the case. Just put something together.
You know, it's funny. I was saying something before the show, and it's kind of like relevant in a way. It's you don't realize what you really had until a situation like this, where there's a global pandemic and things are taken away from you, that you start to realize how spoiled you were. And when it comes to the UFC, you realize how fucking spoiled we are, getting cards practically every week, whether it's a fight night or a pay-per-view. And then when we don't have it anymore, and even with other sports, we watch baseball, we watch football, like hockey, you know, you realize how fucking spoiled you are to get new games and new shows and new fights. And then when it's all taken away, it's like, fuck, what do we do now? You know, so I can understand at this point, if they put together a card with a bunch of cans, I would still watch it because it's new fights. It's something fun to watch.
We always complain. We complain if there's too many cards. We complain if there's too little cards. That's what we're about. As an MMA fan, we're here to complain. That's our job. It's in our soul. It's in our pores. We complain here. Everything's like, wah, 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 wah. We are the biggest crybabies in all of sports. That's just how this works. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
Now we have nothing, and I just want to cry myself to sleep every night.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate it differently, though. Like now, if you were to see a bunch of fights put together that you didn't really care about it, you did care about it a little more because you haven't seen these fights yet.
Yeah. All right. I know the time is up, but let's just rattle through this. Dustin Poirier wants Ferguson, which I think over Gaethje makes more sense for Tony, right? Justin Gaethje, what does he want? He's apparently the front runner if Tony Ferguson is going to fight someone.
Yep.
And listen, it's a great fight.
Yep.
You know, it'd be fun to watch. I just think the risk would be a problem there. You know, especially the people that are saying, and let's look at the poll, the people that are saying wait for Khabib. I mean, you got to think fighting Justin Gaethje would be very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do think Kukui can get it done for sure. Let's see. What's this one over here? Masvidal volunteers his service. What?
Yeah,
oh, for
Masvidal,
Usman?
Yeah.
So he's saying he'll fight Usman?
No, for Tony Ferguson.
That makes sense to me in every way. That makes so much sense. Listen, if you want to see more about that, I spoke about it in the beginning of the show. I believe that is the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Do a dumb-ass BMF shit.
Yeah.
Everyone wins.
Daniel Cormier was kind of defending his boy Khabib because of the whole everyone saying he's running and he's scared and shit. So Cormier had a few words of positivity to say about Khabib.
That's his boy.
Yeah. Boxing Commission has suspended Billy Joe Saunders for a quarantine video on how to beat women.
What?
Now, Saunders has been in trouble before. He's been in controversial situations before. One time, he offered crack to a drug-addicted woman in exchange for sexual favors, but it was just a, quote, joke, as he liked to put it. And this one, again, was another joke, as he liked to put it. And he made a video in quarantine on how to beat women, how to properly beat a woman.
Sounds interesting.
And the Boxing Commission saw it, and they didn't find it very funny, and they suspended him. So...
Why?
Because what he... In the video...
No, I'm joking.
I haven't seen the video... But based on my understanding from what was written about it, it wasn't the most admirable views of Billy Joe Saunders. So,
do we have the video? Where is it?
No, they didn't provide it in here, but...
we need to do a fight reaction.
Based on what I read, it's not... it
Where is
doesn't
this
put
thing?
a good light on the guy.
It's not in here? We
But
need to see this.
after he got in trouble, he did donate 25,000 euros to support the domestic violence charity.
What a fucking nut.
So...
Oh, my God.
He's just got to be careful, man. That
Was he
CTE
horsing
is getting
around?
to him. He says it was a joke, but there's a reason the Boxing Commission took it seriously. So...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what's going through this
Listen,
guy's head.
I'm not joking around about saying beating women.
Yeah,
it's
no,
funny.
of course not.
I'm not doing that. But listen, it's so ridiculous. Like it's so ridiculous to make a video like that.
He's so reckless. You know, he thinks it's funny, and then everybody else finds it not funny, and then he gets in trouble for it.
Yeah.
He's done this before. He's been in situations like this before. So.
Henry Cejudo should make a video on beating women, right? He likes to challenge women in fights.
Yeah. And this one we already discussed. Colby Covington says that Joanna Jedrzejczyk hates him because he rejected her advances. He said he never used to have a problem with her in the beginning, and then all of a sudden she started hating him and started saying Colby this, Colby that, and it was after he rejected her advances because she started flirting with him or some shit like that.
It's just ruffling.
This is a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. That's it.
Okay. So there we go. Thank you for joining us tonight on a Monday night. We discussed it all. If you want to run it back, if you're just jumping in, check it out on the replay. Make sure you slap a like. Almost at 200 over here. Thank you for the likes. 246 still hanging with the boys. And we will be back on a Wednesday night. Also, subscribe to the other channels down below. If you're not, I'm sure everyone's subscribed to this channel. Hit the notification bell. Please do that. But subscribe to our second and third channel because that's where the other content comes into play. We're live almost all the time. So thank you for watching us.
Thank you. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.